Welcome to V.I.M.P, the very important movie podcast with Sean, Darian, Jaden, and Eli. I'm Sean.
I'm Darian.
I'm Jaden.
And I'm Eli.
This is the world's first and only podcast recorded live from Hollywood, California, Charlotte, North Carolina, and floating alone on a door in the middle of Idaho's frozen ocean. This is our free episode, so if you like it, but you want even more, go subscribe to our Patreon for bonus episodes. The link is in the description. Ahoy, mateys. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to work.
Just well.
That's an
No.
unintentional ocean pun. Darian, I like what you've done with yourself for this podcast recording.
Thank you. I really went all out.
Did you already have that or did you buy it?
I already had it. This is what I was for Halloween last year.
You have to explain. They can't see us.
I'm dressed as Rose. Hayden and I were Jack and Rose for Halloween last year, so I'm like, you know what? When else am I going to get to wear this costume again?
That's
The
true.
perfect time.
When you say it that way, the way that you just phrased it, it sounds gross. Hayden and I were Jack and Rose this Halloween. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like a euphemism for something.
Ew, stop.
Hey, you're married. You're a married couple in your 30s. You're allowed to jack all the roses you
Okay.
want. It's fine.
No.
It's absolutely fine. It's a free
Mhm.
country.
Not for long.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it entails, but you're allowed to do whatever you want.
We will be Gilead soon.
Is that a country from a video game?
It's from Handmaid's Tale.
From Handmaid's Tale.
The Handmaid's Tale. I've not seen. Sean has not seen that, nor have I read it.
You should.
I'll get around to it one of these days. I know, I just have a aversion to her. We've spoken of it before.
I also had an aversion, but you kind of just deal with it.
Is
Just
she
like
in
I
it?
did with. She's in it. She's the main character.
I know, but in Mad Men, she's not. She's in it a lot, but there's so many other people in it that she's not overwhelming. She doesn't overwhelm the whole show. That's what scares me about the Handmaid's Tale, is that she's in every scene and constantly inundating my brain with her scientological machinations.
It's funny.
Well, honestly, you could just watch the first season, and then the 5th season, or 4th, and then watch the Testament.
Okay, so I can skip over the whole middle
Yeah.
part. Perfect. Darren, you're kind of in shadow. Is that a Coeur de la Mer that I see? Does it come with a Coeur de la Mer? The heart
I'm
of
sorry?
the ocean.
Yeah. Yes.
You have a heart of the ocean. I didn't provide. That's a weird word. I prepared is the word I'm looking for. This was supposed to be for the last week's episode, but I wasn't here to have it. It got shipped here. I have pirate madlibs. Madlibs in honor of Wet Month. For the final episode of Wet Month, would you guys like to do a pirate madlibs?
Yes.
Not really.
Eli,
Okay, Eli.
shut up.
This is-
Okay,
Anyways,
so I'm
we're
not
gonna
going to
move on
tell
to
you.
Kathy Bates. What do you guys think about her?
I mean, she's pretty
Love
good.
her.
I'm just here to
In-
raise bait. Raise
Raise
bait,
bait.
Sean.
You're going to raise bait? That's good, because we're pulling anchor and we're leaving, so you got to pull the bait up. Give me a plural noun.
Pull the Kathy Bates up.
World now.
Plural noun.
Single.
Eli, you can't derail this. It's happening.
I don't know. You pick one. Wait. What? Okay. What is the theme of this?
Pirates.
Pirates.
Boats and hoes.
I overthink these way
There's
too much.
20
I'm so
of
bad
them,
at
so
them.
don't
Literally
think.
just the first thing that comes to your
Why
head.
don't you pick something then?
Yeah,
what was it?
anybody. Plural noun. We need 2 of them, so
Boobs.
boobs. Okay. One more.
Booties.
Booties.
I don't know how to play this.
Noun.
You don't
Just
know
a
what nouns
regular
are?
As
noun.
a kid.
No.
Well,
What?
you're learning now.
Okay.
You know how to say what a noun is. Do you know what a noun is, Eli?
I had to look up what a noun is.
Okay. What did you find? Tell me one of them.
A plural noun refers to more than one person, place,
Well,
or
this
No,
thing.
time we
tell
just
you
need a
a-
regular noun, not a plural one.
Person, place, or thing.
Madagascar.
Not a proper noun.
God fucking damn it. What do you need?
Literally anything that exists.
Madagascar
Bucket.
does exist, to be fair.
Fine. We'll say Madagascar. Fine.
No. I need it to be good.
Bucket.
Okay.
Bucket. Give me the damn bucket.
Stupid.
Okay. Well, we need 2 more plural nouns. So
Oh, for Christ's sake. How many nouns?
Toes.
toes.
We're just doing body parts.
One more.
Fishies.
Fishies. Okay.
Yeah.
And then a noun.
Another noun.
Yeah, that's how this game works.
Can
For
we do
God's
like a
sake.
verb or something? Jesus fucking Christ.
There's no verbs in this one.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
It's literally all. There's some adjectives coming up, or
Nurse
one.
practitioner.
Okay, another give me another plural noun
Cheese balls.
and a noun.
A book.
Okay, and a plural noun.
Balls.
Balls.
I
Okay,
thought we already did that. For cheese
Classic.
balls.
adjective.
Stinky.
And if you can believe it, I'm gonna need 2 regular nouns and then a plural noun.
Toilet.
Finger.
Toilet, finger, and then how about birds for the plural? And then we need another adjective.
Voluptuous.
Voluptuous.
Yeah.
Okay, a plural noun, please.
Kitties.
Cats. Do you say kitties or titties?
Kitties.
Okay. A male celebrity.
Orlando Bloom.
I think that's 2 on the nose, but sure. Adjective.
Hot.
Yeah. Really diving deep for that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Person in the room.
Eli. Excuse me, Ellie.
Ellie. Part
I
of
muted
the
you, by
body.
the way.
Part of the body?
Mm-hmm.
We have enough of those. Butthole.
Okay.
I really hope this has nothing to do with my butthole.
Adjective.
Sweaty.
Sweaty butthole.
Butthole sweaty.
And then the last one is a noun, so make it good.
Titanic.
Can't wait to
Okay.
hear this.
Here we go. This one is pirate movies. Even in the days of silent boobs, pirate movies were smash booties at the box, Madagascar, earning millions of toes. They enchanted kids and fishies alike. But in real life, pirates were as different from the ones on film as knight and nurse practitioners. They were
Bad.
ruthless and cold-blooded cheese balls who had no respect for law and book. Movies made pirates seem as lovable as teddy balls in the 1920s. In the stinky silent film Toilet, Douglas Fairbanks played the first swashbuckling finger to ever roam the 7 birds in search of voluptuous adventures and kitties in distress. Today, Orlando Bloom carries on this hot tradition with his portrayal of Eli Sparrow, a tongue-in-butthole pirate buccaneer.
Hell yeah.
Throughout the years, pirates have had a sweaty way of lighting up the silver Titanic.
That was so dumb. I
That
have to
was
take this
really
wig off.
bad.
It's pretty funny just to get to a tongue-in-butthole pirate buccaneer. I mean, it was worth it all for that. I did it wrong. I mean, I didn't do it wrong, but I did it. I filled out the form on top when I should have been putting it in there because I had to go
Yeah.
and read the top. I was trying to keep it secret for myself, but
Yeah.
next time. I also got another book for that. I got one for the 90s, a 90s themed one. Do for next time. I had a crazy I went on a crazy movie run this week in the theater. I went
What was
to Monday night, I went to 2 movies. I had to drop my trailer off and it wasn't going to get loaded until the next afternoon. So I had a whole evening and then an entire morning and early afternoon. So I drove my truck to where a theater was and I went to 4 movies in one day. And really only one of them was good. I went and saw Leviticus, The Furious, The Death of Robin Hood, and Toy Story 5.
Damn. Was Leviticus good?
It's fine.
Because
It's
we were supposed to see it, but I canceled it because AMC Universal pissed me off. Sad.
what did they do?
Oh, wait. Okay, I was editing the last episode and you were gonna say something about that, but you never did. What happened?
Oh, because so we show up. We haven't been there since before we went to North Carolina, so it's been like a week and a half, probably 2 weeks. And we get there, thankfully ahead of time. We're usually late for the movie. Not late. Like I like to get there for the previews, so if I'm not there for the previews, I consider that late. But I get there early, thankfully. Never do that. But we get there and suddenly where we usually park, it's like in the middle, so you can just literally walk, especially because we went at 10:30ish, because I don't go to the movie before 10 because then I have to pay for parking. 10 p.m. by the way. But we get there, usually we can just go right into the movie. Like it's basically right next to, as close as you can possibly be to the AMC is where we park. And so we park where we usually park, and then I noticed that all of the doors that we usually go through are closed. I'm like,
closed, sealed. Like they put walls.
well, yeah, there's like new walls, but also the door we literally go through is just closed. Like, you can't get through it. It's locked, whatever. So we're like running around for like 10 minutes trying to figure out how the fuck to get into the city walk. No idea what's going on. Other people are also confused. And then eventually we find someone to ask, and she's like, oh, you gotta go through this way. And then we see that, and we have to walk all the way to the side, because the AMC is basically, there's like multiple entrances for City Walk. There's one like on the, like where the restaurants kind of are. And then there's one all the way where like the Buka is. You remember that? Where the, like, they're on opposite sides essentially. And then there's one in the middle. We usually go through the one in the middle because AMC is in the middle of everything. But the only entrance that was available was all the way to the side where the restaurants are. And so we're like, what the fuck? And so apparently you have to go through full on like TSA level security to get into City Walk now. Just even like to go to the movies at 10:30 at night. I have to like put my bag through their little scanner thing, walk through a like metal detector. Like the bag worse than Disney. Like like the little X-ray thing the bag goes under at the airport, they have that. And I'm
What?
like, what the fuck is going on?
Just to go to an outdoor mall?
Yes. Because apparently they're not doing they changed it so you don't have to go through security to get into the park anymore. It's just at the start of City Walk. I'm like, that's
That
so
is
fucking stupid.
insane.
That's stupid.
So imagine someone who's going to their movie on a Saturday at like 10 in the morning, and they get there at the time they usually would, and there's gonna be a huge fucking line. I already know it.
What if you just
Thankfully,
want to
they're-
go to the sunglass hut to get your
No, you have to
sunglasses?
go through. You literally have to put your bag through. It's insane. And I was so pissed off because I usually bring my cup, like this cup. And imagine having to put this through. I was like the little like thing where there's little flaps and it's disgusting. And you have an open straw. I'm like, I'm not putting my stuff in there. I told him that I'm not putting it in there. And so he was like, okay, well, can you just put it in this like bucket and walk through? Like, why the fuck do I need to put it through a bucket if I'm just gonna walk through anyways? What difference does it make if it's in a bucket or not? If I'm gonna walk through, just take it, hold it for me for a second, and let me walk through. Which they did the other night. I went back again to see, because that's the only AMC that's near me that has reclining seats if for like laser movies. And so I do like to go there, but I will only go. It was fine the second time. It wasn't as bad, but like, because he just literally took my cup and I walked through. It's annoying that you have to like go all the way around, but like, it's fine. It's not gonna be my main movie theater anymore. I booked like everything that I can so far at the Grove instead, except for the Odyssey. I already booked that one, but Spider-Man I'm gonna watch at the Grove.
Yeah.
But like, that's
That-
insane.
Do you think they're going to start doing that at Downtown Disney as well? Because
I
it's a
don't
pretty
know.
similar setup, right? I mean,
They
it's
already do that actually.
to get into the shopping center, you had to
Yeah.
go through security?
Yeah.
Really?
And a lot of people talked about that because I looked it up on Reddit to see what other people were saying about it because I was so confused. Everyone's complaining about it and they're like, not gonna go to this AMC anymore. And apparently that's the same thing that happened at Downtown Disney. There was an AMC, but it closed because people were like, it's not worth it to go over there and do all of that to go see a movie.
No, that's madness.
So I think that I don't know how long this AMC is gonna last, to be honest with you, because a lot of people are not gonna go, and tourists aren't going to AMC. It's the locals that are going to that
Yeah.
AMC, and locals aren't gonna choose to go there.
This
But it's
is
annoying.
Universal is trying to shut down theaters so people are forced into streaming and getting Peacock subscriptions.
Yeah, and they even right when they did this, they changed the name for the AMC on the app because usually for AMC it'll say like AMC The Grove 17 or AMC Burbank or whatever, but they changed this AMC to say Universal Cinema and AMC Theater. So I don't know.
I don't like this at all.
I don't like it either, but it's really annoying because that's like one of the best theaters. I
I'm
would say
sorry.
the best theater.
I know you love going there.
Good ones.
I just heard this often comes up on various podcasts I listen to, but it just came up a real long conversation. I was listening to the Action Boys and they were lamenting the ArcLight and Cinerama Dome still being closed, talking about how awesome it was. And it would be so good if it was still open, if they reopened it, because you guys could just 20 seconds away from where you live. Apparently, it was just the best one out of all of them.
Yeah,
in
a
all
lot
of
of people
LA.
want it to be open again. want it to be open again too.
Yeah, the theory is that they're waiting for it because they can't demolish it because it's a historic landmark. So they're waiting for it to just start collapsing on its own. And then when it starts collapsing on its own, then it's not protected anymore, and it'll be so then they can go and knock it down and put a condo there.
So annoying. And it's even more annoying because we were thinking about moving when we moved to the valley. And we were like, okay, like it's not going to be as close. The AMC is not going to be as close as it is now because we're like 5 minutes away. Literally, 5 minute drive. If we move more like northwest a little, there's no AMC in this, like any vicinity. It's like 16 minutes to get to the AMC by Universal, and that's like the closest one. And we were like, okay, whatever, that's fine. But now if we don't go there, we have to go all the way to like Burbank or something, and that's really far.
What about you should look into Regal?
I was thinking about that, but you have to pay extra for the special formats, and I only see things in special format.
Because they have different pricing tiers for whatever your home theater is, like the one that you buy it under. And it may, if you sign up for it at the one with the premium theaters, it might be more expensive, but you might not have to pay extra for it.
I'll look into it.
Because I have the cheapest one because my theater's the podunk crappy one, but they have like a tiered one. So I think if you do it like sign up under the theater and pay a higher price, I think you don't have to do that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
Because there is a Regal right around that area.
Is it a nice one?
I mean, I only went one time when we took Adeline to the 4DX thing.
Okay, so it has a 4DX and stuff. Probably has a Screen X. The one in
Seems
southern
nice.
the one in southern Salt Lake and Taylorsville is really nice. Every single theater, even the ones that are included, just the basic laser, have reclining seats and all that kind of stuff. So the one here is a garbage pile and sucks. But I digress. Everything is getting bad.
Called Regal, right?
It's Edwards, but it's just a sub brand of Regal. So
this one literally is called Regal.
Yeah, most of them are. Like I use the Regal app to book stuff at the Edwards. It's just called the Edwards whatever. Grand Teton Edwards, but it's a Regal theater. Like everything inside of it is all Regal. It says Regal. I don't know why.
There's also a Regency. Regency?
Yeah, that's a different brand. I think there's like AMC and Regal are the two biggest ones. And there's like Cinemark or something. That's the region. And then Harkins. But Harkins doesn't have a subscription. That's where I saw Disclosure Day. I visited Harkins in Denver, and it was really nice. But
Harkins here.
I know. They're only in Arizona and a couple in New Mexico and Colorado, I believe.
I loved Harkins. That's where I would go in Phoenix.
I know, me too.
I haven't been to a Harkins in so long.
I only go to the one in Denver. It's because it's this guy's name. I met him. I told you guys that. We played the guy who owns it. He saw our band play it at a show in Scottsdale, and he went up and talked to Scott and hired us to play his daughter's 8th grade graduation at his giant mansion in Scottsdale. He has a petting zoo in the backyard and a theater in his house. It's very nice. He has when the World Series was when the Diamondbacks were in the World Series. It was either Elton John or somebody played a grand piano and he bought the grand piano that was in the World Series, like out on the field. He had it in his house.
Well, there's actually a Regal Sherman Oaks right where we want to go. It looks nice.
Yeah, abandon AMC, embrace the Regal. Because with the Regal, you can go to as many in one day as you want. There's no limit. It's truly unlimited.
ArcLight Cinema.
Anybody have any other fun stories to tell?
Well, we went to see Girls Like Girls, which, have you seen the previews for that?
I've never heard of it.
It's a movie by Haley Kiyoko. She was like really big on Disney, like Lemonade Mouth. I don't know, Darian, if you watch that or not. But yeah, she was on Disney. But she also makes music, and she had the song. She made the song like, how does it go? It's like girls like boys do. You know that song? It's really popular.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
And then after that song, she wrote a book, I think. And then she finally, 10 years later, made a movie based on that premise. And I really wanted to like it. I really, really wanted to like it because, like, I don't know, I feel like it had a small budget and I really like her. But I think it's a good movie if you are a closeted young child. But if you're not, then It's like sweet and stuff, but like the acting was really bad. I feel like it could have been a little longer. It's basically about a girl who is she like her mom kills herself and then she moves in with her dad who was never in her life, and it's what is his name? Zach Braff.
Yep.
And so she moves in with him, and then she like befriends this girl, and they basically like kind of fall in love. They're like high school age. I don't know when exactly how old they are, but
She's about to be a senior. The other ones.
they feel younger than that. But I mean,
she's a junior. She's about to be a junior, and then there's.
you're muted. Anyways, she's about to be a junior or something like that. Anyways, they fall in love, but the girl that she falls in love with is like doesn't want to come out as being gay, and she keeps like playing with her feelings essentially and like acting like a little bit crazy, but like I get it. But yeah, it's all about that, and then eventually they like come together at the end, I think, kind of. But like the acting was not very good, except for her dad. Obviously, he's a well-known actor. He did well, but I don't know. It was fine. I give it like 3.
That's how I felt about Leviticus, which is sounds like the horror movie version of that.
Yeah.
Do you know what the premise is?
Yeah, I watched the preview
Okay.
and stuff. I
Darren,
did want to go see it.
Have you heard of it at all?
No.
It's basically a horror movie where it's an allegory for conversion therapy, like Christian conversion therapy for when you're gay.
Mm-hmm.
For when you're gay.
For when you're
For when
gay,
you're
but
gay.
instead of they put a curse on you, so it makes it so you. I don't want to give too much away, but whoever you're the most in love with, they haunt you and attack you. So you have to stay away from the person
Jesus.
after this curse gets put upon you.
Like It Follows kind of thing.
Almost very similar. It's
Mhm.
gay, it follows.
That movie freaked
Sounds
me
great.
out as a kid.
I hate that movie. That's
They're
another
making
movie in film school that everyone was like jacking off to, and I'm like, I don't get it.
it's so good. I just got the 4K recently.
I remember we
They're
watched
making a
it.
sequel.
Mom, Dad, and I watched it when I was in like 6th grade, and then I slept in your guys' room that night, and I've
Really?
never done that
I don't
ever.
remember that at all.
Like, you remember you guys had that couch
Uh-huh.
in your room? I slept on the couch that night.
I vaguely kind of remember that. I don't remember it. I remember you sleeping on the couch. I don't remember it being because of that movie, though.
Yeah, I was freaked out.
Well, you're welcome.
Thanks.
You should rewatch it. It's really
Mhm.
good. I'll let you borrow the 4K. The 4K. All right, so should we get into Titanic? Should we get into the Titanic? Eli,
Let's get into it.
You picked Titanic, not because anyone made you when you were looking at a Titanic exhibit, but because you love this movie and you picked it on your own accord. Is that correct? Is that a true statement?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll just go with that. I was definitely not held at gunpoint by Darian and Jaden, but we were at a Titanic exhibition in North Carolina and pretty much held to the ground and forced to text the group chat, I want to do Titanic.
That's what I figured. I didn't think that happened at all.
No, it didn't. So no, here we are.
I was a huge anti-Titanic person because of I saw this on opening weekend, and then my truck got stolen while I was at the movie theater. My Bronco came. I went to the movie with my roommate Scott, my friend Scott, and when we got back from the theater, my Bronco just got stolen while I was gone.
So you just held a grudge against this movie forever?
No, I held the grudge because of the door. And
Okay.
That was why.
You know that's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, I mean, but you got to understand that in the late 90s, before the Mythbusters came around, it was everybody. I'm just like, he didn't even try to get on the door.
Even if he was able to get on the door, it wouldn't float. It would literally sink.
I agree. I'm wrong. I know. I agree that I was wrong, but that was my thought process at the time.
This movie was really long.
It's very long.
And I have seen this movie a million times, but for some reason I didn't realize or acknowledge how long it is. But when I watched it this time, I'm not gonna lie, there were moments where I just skipped ahead 10 seconds a couple times because it's like I didn't miss a single thing when I did that.
Not at
Like
all.
it was just too long.
There's a classic double VHS when you rent it. I have it.
How did he get anyone to fund his 3-hour and 15-minute movie? How did he get someone to let him do that?
I mean,
why did he think it was necessary?
Classic.
But it wasn't when it was being made.
When Okay, so this is I remember this distinctly is when so he made Terminator 2, which was a huge hit, made tons of money, so much money. And then he made uh Jesus Christ, my brain is gone. The one after that with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis, the spy one that I can't remember the name. And it was kind of a bomb. Didn't no, I'm sorry, it wasn't a bomb, but it was like underwhelming. People were like, this kind of sucks comparatively to Terminator 2. It's sort of been reclaimed since then and everyone loves it, but and why can't I think of the name of it? I have it. I own it. And I love it. What is the name of it? It is called
See, this is exactly how I felt during the
True
movie.
Lies. It's
I
called
get
True
bad a
Lies.
little.
So True Lies came out and was kind of it made a lot of money, but it was underwhelming. So then he is super into submarines and Titanic. And this is basically he made this movie because he was just wanted to an excuse to actually go find the real Titanic. And everybody before this movie came out, it was just story after story about how the budget it kept going over budget, over budget, over budget. And everybody in the entertainment news, when you'd watch Entertainment Tonight or Extra, it would just be a story about how crazy over budget the Titanic movie was going and how it was going to be this huge flop and it was the most expensive movie ever made. So everything leading up to it was just Hollywood was just shit talking it. And then when it came out, it was the biggest movie ever in the history of time. Like it broke every record for budget. I mean, for box office. People were obsessed with Titanic. They were going to it over and over again. Like I remember, I think we tried to get tickets to go and we had to wait like 3 days because it was sold out for 3 straight days, I think, at the Harkins at the Arizona Mills Mall.
Was when I was watching this, I've never watched this. I haven't watched this in a long time actually, so I probably watched it in like on a shitty TV. But when I watched it this time, I was in 4K and I have a 4K TV, so the quality was really good. And I was like, I keep forgetting that this movie is like from the 90s. Like it feels like a movie that was made today. The way that it looks so good. And I don't know, I just kept forgetting.
No,
It's crazy.
he is the forerunner of making things look good.
Yeah.
Like you probably haven't seen the Terminator movies, have you?
Not all the way through.
Not all the way through. Or The Abyss.
Mm-mm.
You should definitely check those out. Just for and Aliens. Have you seen Aliens?
I think when I was younger.
And then have you seen the Avatar movie? That one that came out after this?
What? Avatar?
Yeah, that Avatar movie that came out.
No, I actually don't think I have.
Yeah, it's like about these blue aliens, and that's the
Wait, he
funny
made
thing.
Avatar?
Are you joking?
I didn't know he made Avatar. I probably did know that. I just forgot.
Yeah. So
I love Avatar.
yeah, James Cameron, Avatar. So he just keeps putting the everybody doubts Big Jim. Everybody doubts Big Jim because the same thing happened with Avatar. Is it went way over budget and it took forever, and everybody was talking shit about how it's going to be this huge failure, and then it came out and broke his own Titanic records, and everybody was obsessed with Avatar, even though nobody. That was the big thing about Avatar is it was the highest grossing movie ever made, but nobody ever talks about it. It has no like cultural footprint. And then the second one, same deal. Everybody's like, oh, it's gonna bomb, and then it's broke all the records of the first one. I think the newest Avatar is the first one that didn't outdo his previous movies.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
I agree.
Apparently,
And I accidentally saw it in 3D, which really pissed me.
Oh, I hate 3D so much.
it's true. We saw a movie recently for pirates. Was it yours, Sean?
Jaws?
What was yours? No, not
Life of
Jaws.
Pi.
Life of Pi?
Yeah, I think Life of Pi was supposed to be watched in 3D, right? Because I saw like a bunch of like parts of it where like it felt like some of the objects in the movie like went outside of that little black border. Or am I tripping?
I don't remember if it was in 3D or not. It came out right in the time because after the first Avatar came out, there was sort of a resurgence of them trying to put everything into 3D.
Okay. Well,
So it's possible that it was intended to be in 3D. I don't really remember. I don't think I saw it in 3D because I don't like 3D because I have to wear glasses and it's a pain in the ass to put them over there.
some movie that we recently watched was in 3D, but it was good. I'm not going to complain about it. I like 3D.
Please don't complain about 3D. Not again, Eli. I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of hearing you complain about it constantly.
Oh, I was going to say Avatar went over by $43 million.
Over budget.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, what was the budget on it? It ended up
Two-
being costing
200
$200 million budget, which was probably, I think the biggest before that was definitely like probably I think 60 million or something like that.
Yeah.
It more than doubled the previous record was, but then it made 2.264 billion. So you can't really argue with that.
Yeah. 237, and then it went up to 280, according to Trusty Dusty AI.
What do you on Box Office Mojo? Or are you using bullshit AI?
Bullshit
Fuck that.
AI.
Fuck that. So when did you guys first see it? How old were you when you saw it, Darian?
Titanic?
Yeah, did you watch it on VHS when you were a little kid?
Definitely.
Okay.
I feel like I remember watching it with McKenna when we were like 11 or something.
Oh,
You're so loud.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Am I still loud?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
that it does happen from time to time.
I don't think it shows up when we actually.
No, I think it's Riverside being weird.
Yeah.
I don't
You got
know.
better.
It's never happened to me with this Rode microphone. Maybe it might be
You know what does happen to
surely
you
sure.
with your
Is you just
microphone?
cut
You
out
sound like you're on a
10 miles
different
away.
planet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, better
getting-
than sounding like I'm coming out of a fucking megaphone.
Like I know you're
No.
gonna sound weird right now because you sound
Now you sound far away again.
far away. Are you
I'm
near
not
your
even
mic?
far away.
So you
Yes,
sound better there.
My mic is right here. Yeah, because Jaden's microphone is not muted, and I have to mute her.
Can you guys
Be able
just
to
be in
actually-
different rooms? Like,
Honestly, I'm just gonna quit this podcast. That's all I'm gonna do.
Well, you're being so overly dramatic.
true.
No, I'm being dramatic, not overly.
No, it's
Hello?
more dramatic than it needs to be. So that makes it overly dramatic inherently.
Mm.
Darian literally dressed up as Rose.
That's the exact
That's
right amount of
whimsy.
drama that we need. That's whimsy and putting in some effort. You're just complaining.
Okay.
Yeah.
whatever.
Did you try to play a video game, but you also have the World Cup on your iPad?
Yeah, right now it's important to watch the World Cup.
This
It
is your movie. You picked
Why
this
is the
movie.
World Cup still happening?
It's like a month long, dude. It goes until the end of July.
It's ridiculous.
Say it again.
Get your cup.
Who's
Go
playing
home.
right now?
Netherlands versus some like little country in the
Oh,
middle of
so fuck.
nowhere. Okay.
It's not even the team that you like.
No, my teams don't play until Friday.
Who's your team? Today is Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow's
His teams are Mexico and Norway.
Norway.
Yeah.
Norway.
My team is, I don't know. I don't have one. I don't give a shit. I would have said United States, but we're kind of a garbage country now and I don't care anymore.
Sports are dumb.
So go Norway.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're kicking teams out after their games, like Iran. They're making them go to Mexico after their game
Yeah,
every time.
they're making them train and stay in Mexico.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right now, I told Jaden, right now during this Trump administration, it was the stupidest, most obnoxious decision to have the World Cup in North America. Because it's just like all of these teams that are supposed to fucking be, our guests are being kicked out of the fucking country for nothing, bro. It's so crazy.
Guests.
Yes. Be our
Be our
yes.
guests.
This is what I'm
Put our
talking about.
soccer to the test.
Also, the Olympics,
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. It's the perfect time. It's perfect timing for all of this.
When is the Olympics?
2028. It's gonna be here.
Yeah, it's in Los Angeles.
Really? Oh my god.
I wanted to get tickets or like go to something,
Yeah, you should.
but
You can go to soccer. They have soccer in the Olympics as well.
They do. I
Yeah.
checked.
it's very expensive.
I'm
I
sure.
think Jaden might kill me if I get soccer tickets at the Olympics.
The marathon, I wonder if the marathon will follow the same route as the LA marathon and go right in front of your house.
I don't know. There are some things that are free to watch. I don't know which ones.
The marathon's probably free.
I wonder if the marathon's going to be free.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I wonder if the marathon's going to be free.
But anyways,
So anyway, Titanic is a
Anyways.
movie. It's a movie about a wet
Yes.
boat. This boat is wet technically through the entire time to different
Yeah, that's
degrees.
true.
It starts wet and it ends very wet and it stays wet. It stays being wet to this very day.
I mean, okay, when we were questioning if this was going to be a wet movie, the boat starts sinking halfway through.
Yeah.
But and it's a long ass movie. So
Like-
if you're thinking in terms of a regular movie, there's a regular movie's length amount of wetness in
There
this.
is.
Yeah.
I was
that's
just saying
true.
that since the movie's so long, there's still so much of the movie that's not wet. There's a whole movie's length of dry as well.
Right, but like we said last time, there's a different kind of wetness in the first half, so
There
Yeah.
it's
is.
fine.
There's steamy wetness.
Ew.
There's paint me like one of your wet French girls.
I've seen this movie 1,000 times, and like just like Jaden realized how long this movie was this time, I realized how long they really are sinking in this movie. Like it's not like you would think that the sinking part would last like maybe 30 minutes, but you're right, it's like an hour and something.
Yeah.
At least.
It really stressed me out. The parts that I had to skip through were the parts where she was like going through the hallways trying to find him. I'm like, just find him, please.
Please
like
just find him.
kept skipping through it and she still hadn't found him. I was like, I can't do this
Like,
anymore.
please. The
Funny.
part with the keys.
Yes.
That
yeah.
stressed me out.
It's all very stressful when she has to break his handcuff with the axe.
Yeah. Like, come
And
on.
now we know. Now we know how cold that water was because we went to the Titanic exhibit here, and they had like an iceberg there, and you feel it, and it's like the water was actually 3 degrees colder than this, and we felt it, and it was fucking insane. I can't believe they survived 5 minutes.
I
Honestly,
can't believe they survived the entire. Because I mean, I'm sure it was a little warmer once it was in the boat. Maybe like slightly, but they were wet that whole entire time.
So I'm
and they didn't
saying.
seem like they were that cold until they were in the full on water.
Yeah, I
If
don't
it
know.
wasn't a true story, it would be very unbelievable.
Yeah,
Well, should we get into it? Should we break this
Yeah.
bitch down?
break it down.
It starts in modern times, 1997-ish times, and we are on a boat with Brock Lovett, who is trying to find the Titanic because he's a wet treasure hunter. He loves wet treasure.
Who doesn't?
So Paul F. Tompkins on Comedy Bang Bang has been doing the Brock Lovett character for forever. It's very funny. So the conceit is that there's a real guy named Brock Lovett and they made a movie about him. And the movie's Titanic, and that Bill Paxton plays him in the movie. So he's pretending that he's like a real guy and that he loves wet treasure. He's a wet treasure hunter. He only loves wet treasure. And that in the lore of his character on the podcast, he didn't find out that Rose had that with her the whole time until he saw the movie in the theater and that she threw it in the ocean, that he hates her.
That's funny.
It's hilarious. It makes me laugh every time he's on. But he loves wet treasure. R.I.P. Will Paxton, by the way. One of the best to ever do it. Do you guys watch Love?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good show.
I love that show. I've actually watched it so many times.
Oh, I'm talking Big Love, not Love.
Oh.
Sorry. The show about the polygamist where he's a Mormon polygamist with all his wives.
Oh, Sister Wives.
That Sister
Basically
Wives.
the same thing.
Sister Wives was made because of the popularity of Love, so they went and found some real ones.
Big Love.
They look similar.
And they do. Big Love's better though, because it's got Bill Paxton in it. But anywho, we don't have to spend. Everybody's seen this fucking movie. They're on their ship, their treasure hunting ship, and they finally have found the Titanic, which is relatively accurate to how it really happened. I remember when they finally found the Titanic in the 90s and sent down a submersible. It was a huge deal because nobody knew where it was forever. So my entire youth and teens, it was like, where's the Titanic? Maybe one of these days we'll find the wreck. And they finally did.
That's interesting.
I know. You guys have lived your whole life in a post we know where the Titanic is world.
Yeah, I can't imagine not knowing where the Titanic is.
I know.
I know exactly where it is.
I actually don't know where it is.
I don't know where it's at. Not exactly.
Well, if you look at the ocean between New York and England, it's somewhere up there.
Yeah, but where exactly? What are the coordinates?
I don't have the coordinates. I don't know where the Titanic is, but I live in a world now where somebody knows where it is. And before that, nobody did know where it was.
Is the water still that cold?
I have the coordinates right here.
696969.
I'll send them to you.
Got 'em.
Thank you. Those dumb shits that blew up in the submarine a couple of years ago, they were going to see the Titanic, right? That's what they were doing.
I don't like how you say Titanic.
The Titanic.
That's really annoying
It's
me,
not
actually.
It's not
They
how you
were
say
going
that.
to see the Titanic, right? That's what they were doing when they blew up, right?
Yep.
Am I remembering that correctly?
You're remembering. You
With the
remember.
Xbox controller.
Remember, Barry?
The coordinates are actually 41, 43, 32, 49, 56, 49.
I don't know.
I
what
sent
that
them
means.
already.
12,000 feet below sea level.
That's very deep.
It's honestly it looks really close. They should just swam over.
Like, y'all couldn't make it, really?
I do not want to be on a boat anywhere in that stretch of land, ocean. North Atlantic Ocean will never catch me over there.
Oh, they
Nor
were
the North
close,
Pacific.
yeah.
I don't want to go to any.
Anywhere near the Bermuda Triangle? No, thank you.
They were 3/4 of the way there.
If only it wasn't for the hubris of
That motherfucker.
that. We'll get to it though. But anyway, they send down some robots to look for some treasure, and the Snoop Dogg is the submersible little robot, and they send him down, and they find a safe, and they bring the safe up and open it up, and the Coeur de la Mer is not there. But what is there is some crap in a picture, and they find the picture of Rose wearing the Coeur de la Mer, the heart of the ocean, and it's
Hell
on the
yeah.
news. And then we flash over to an old lady watching the news, and she tells her granddaughter, "That's me. That's me. I'm the one in that picture."
In reality, it would have been like, okay, Grandma.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And they would have
Shut
gone on
your-
living their life.
Shut your old ass up. You're the villain of this story, Rose, is what the granddaughter should have said. You're the villain, and nobody wants to talk to you because you are evil.
Elder abuse.
You are pure evil, Rose. You are an evil old
Why
lady.
is she evil?
You know why she's evil.
I don't know why she's evil.
Spoiler alert, the bitch threw the thing back in the ocean,
She hadn't done that yet,
but she's going to.
but they don't know that. They don't even know she did do that.
She could have sold this thing.
Actually, they're just making them work for it a little bit. They just got to go back down there and
What's-
find it.
Yeah, didn't she like okay. I always kind of thought that too, because aren't they like right around the Titanic when she throws it in there? I always assumed that she was throwing it in there like I guess she
Go
could have
fetch.
handed it to him, but not like a go fetch, but like a here, it's down there. Now you can find it, and it's out of my hands now.
Except they're not going to find it.
Why not?
Just sitting on the bottom of the ocean. The only way they had a chance of finding it is if it was inside the Titanic, inside of a safe that they could find.
They should try harder. If they really wanted
No,
to try.
actually.
I'm not saying that she needs to give it to Brock Lovett. I'm saying she could have sold it way before and used.
Okay, I was thinking about that because I knew you were going to say that. Do you honestly think if she tried to sell that to somebody after she found that it was in her pocket, that someone would not either throw her in jail or think that it's fake?
I'm talking
'Cause that's
like
Why would they
crazy.
throw her in jail?
Because they're like, why do you have this infamous piece of jewelry that does not technically belong to you? And then they're gonna let the guy know
It was a
that
gift.
because the guy filed a
He was
insurance
dead
claim
by
for
then.
it.
He was dead by then.
No, I'm saying if she tried to sell it immediately after.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying she
mean-
should have sold it immediately after. I'm saying by the time that she was an old lady, she could have done some good with it in her life.
I just don't think that someone would have. I don't know. I don't think that it would work the way you would think it would work.
I'm saying right then,
something
that
like
day,
that.
the day that she threw it into the ocean at the end of the movie, instead of that day throwing it in the ocean, she could go, "Hey, I've got it. I'm going to sell it and donate it to charity. All the money
do
is
you
going to
sell that
charity to
to?
feed children."
Like, that's what I'm saying. Who do you sell that to?
Who's buying this?
Whoever Brock was going to sell it to when he found it.
I don't know.
That's
just
what
feel
they
like
were there with. He was getting shit from his investors.
She's
and he was,
also, mind you, 100 years old.
Yeah, she probably has dementia. Like,
you guys are.
it's a symbol. It's
I
all
get
about
it.
metaphors and things, that was like an anchor to her, to a
Oh, I
life
get
that
it.
destroyed her.
Her one day of knowing this guy
He
No,
saved her life multiple
He's-
times.
in more ways
twice.
Then,
than one. In all the ways a person can be saved.
yeah.
Well, whatever.
She
A
should have
woman's
been on
heart
Love
is a
Island.
deep ocean of secrets, okay?
So they helicopter her old ass and her is it her granddaughter or great granddaughter? Who knows?
No way
think
that's her
it's-
granddaughter.
Yeah.
great granddaughter.
It's got to be her great granddaughter.
Yeah.
But they helicopter him out to the research vessel, and then she proceeds to start telling her whole story about what happened to her on the Titanic. And then that's the movie. I'm not saying we're done. I'm
so
saying
she's a
that's
very
where
old
the movie
goddamn
kicks
liar.
off. That's the whole premise of this movie is old ass Rose, evil Rose, telling the story to the crew and
You
her
think they're all
granddaughter.
just like annoyed? They're like, okay, just tell me where it is.
Like, I have to listen to this old lady. No, because by the end they appreciated it.
Sure,
then-
when she got to the end of it, but when she started, and it's been
Yeah.
like 20 minutes, like.
I mean, here's what I think. I think at first they were probably like, all right, like, they were excited because they're like, "We're gonna find out where it is." Maybe, like, 20 minutes in, they were like, "Okay, like, who gives a fuck?" But then, kind of around the time when her and Jack go to the party, they were, like, reeled back in, They're like, "Okay, this is getting interesting." And then they were hooked.
Yeah.
I think that they were into it from the very beginning. Otherwise, why would they have helicopter all the way out there?
Because they wanna know where it's at.
No,
Like-
that's what I'm saying. Like once I think in the very beginning, the parts that we see, they were like, okay, yeah, she's gonna tell us where it is. But when she's not, it's been 20 minutes and she still hasn't said where it is. They're like, okay, I don't care about the story. I just want to know where it is. But then eventually they probably got hooked, and that's why they had the reaction they did at the end. But it's a movie, and none of this actually happened. So
Well,
who's
some
to
of it
say?
did. The Titanic did sink.
The Titanic did sink,
The Titanic did sink.
but it's been 84 years. I don't think that happened.
She
Not
was-
exactly like that.
So she's like
Still smell the
16,
fresh paint.
right? When this happens.
She
I
what?
looked it up when I watched it. Yeah, your sister Adeline is obsessed with this movie.
I know.
Which you
She watched
probably
the whole
know.
thing with me.
I've seen it so many times now. But anyway,
I watch it
Okay.
twice a year, so
that's insane.
no, it's not. It's a really good movie.
I mean, it's really good. I do like it. But there's
You
so
watch
many.
this twice a year? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not crazy.
That is crazy.
No, it's a beautiful movie about love.
What is the occasion? Do you have two separate specific dates that you
No.
set aside for watching it, or you just get around to watching it twice a year?
Hayden and I watch it twice a year together. We both love it. I don't know. We'll just be like, it's been a while. We should watch Titanic.
I think you should
We
have a
do.
specific
It's
day.
like a comfort movie, Like I know everything that happens. I could probably recite this entire movie.
We'll
so I
do it.
just like to put it on. Okay.
What happens next?
Where are we?
Well,
So
you're-
she
know
says,
already.
it's been 84 years. And then he's like, it's okay, Rose. Just try to remember what you can. Do you want to hear this, Mr. Levitt, or not? It's been 84 years, and I can still smell the fresh paint.
You sound
And
like a
then-
South Park character.
And then we pan in, and it's like, na, 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 and it's like, it becomes alive. And then it's like, da, na, 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 na. And it's like her getting out of the car, and she puts her hand out. And then, like, Cal grabs it, and she's like, it's not as big as the whatever, whatever. And he's like, it does, far more luxurious. Blah, blah, blah. And then, I could do the whole movie. You want me to?
Yes.
Not
Okay.
really. Please don't.
So yeah,
No,
they
it's good.
it's all the rich people getting on the Titanic.
Stop calling it that.
Okay,
Have
they're
some
getting on the
respect.
Titanic,
Uh-huh.
and it shows Cal and Rose and Rose's
motherfucker.
bitch mom
Oh my god. I hate
all
that
getting
woman.
up there on the Titanic, and they check into their first class accommodations.
She's pulling out the art.
And
And
Cal is
stuff.
saying, this Picasso guy is never going to amount to anything.
He won't.
I
Mark
know.
my words.
What do you guys think about when movies retroactively shoehorn in bad takes for comedy about things that we all know that aren't going to be true?
I love it.
Yeah, me too. They shouldn't work though. It should be stupid. And
It should be.
It should be stupid, but it does always work.
I like it though.
Me too.
Because it's like, I feel like I know a secret. Like, haha,
know.
you idiot.
I know. You dumb shit, Cal.
You dumb
Picasso's
fucker.
going to end up being quite famous.
Quite famous, you fool.
You fool. You dumb bald man.
You fool.
You bald man wearing a wig.
He's bald.
In real life, yeah.
That actually makes so much sense.
He's wearing
Do
a
you
wig.
have
That hair is
alopecia?
crazy.
He's been wearing a wig for like his entire career.
I was looking at his hair. I was like, why does his hair look so weird?
Yeah, it's a wig. He's got a wig on.
Does he have alopecia or something? Why is he bald?
I'm not sure if he has actual alopecia, if he just went bald early. But now he's got a shaved head and when he's in stuff, unless he's wearing a wig. But now if you look up Billy Zane, just in his real life, he's just bald, I believe.
He do be bald. Okay, but so he's
Wow,
saying
that's crazy.
he's saying that Rose doesn't have good taste in art, but it's very clearly noted that Rose appreciates art. And then I think that's when we go over to see Jack's perspective and he's playing that poker game. And the people that he's playing with are betting tickets to the Titanic. It's him and Fabrizio.
Yes, and then he says that he's the most lucky guy in the world because he wins the tickets to go on the Titanic. But
We're the
really,
luckiest sons of bitches in the world. No, he
it's
says it at
just
the end
his
too,
death
right before he
sentence.
dies. I know. I think about that every time. But at the end, he says that he's still very appreciative that he won those tickets.
Well,
Which
that
is
is
so
something a dumb
sweet.
shit would say right before they die to make themselves feel better.
No, it's very sweet and romantic.
But
You
he's
wouldn't know
dead.
anything about that.
But he's still dead.
Yeah.
And he would have been way better off if he didn't get on this boat.
Okay, but would you rather, like, you're gonna die, for sure. Would you rather die with someone being like, he was so romantic, or would you rather die being like, I wish I never won those fucking tickets. Fuck you, Rose. And then die.
He doesn't have to say fuck you, Rose. He has to
No,
say
but like,
fuck my luck. Fuck you, God, for letting
fuck
me
my
win those tickets. This is bullshit.
yeah. I mean, I get it, but if you're gonna go out, you might
But
as
he
well.
met her.
You might as well go out being a sweetie.
I mean, I guess if you're going to be an optimist about things,
Yeah.
it's better to have loved and died in the North Atlantic is a frozen popsicle than never to have won those tickets and not have loved at all, as the old saying goes, right?
Yes, that's what they say.
Frozen popsicle.
You're
I love
frozen.
how at the end when she says, I'll never let go, and then immediately lets go.
Well, because he's dead. Who cares now?
I know, but like, why do you have to say it again and then immediately let go?
Well, she was talking about the Court of the Mayor, and she lied about that too, because she lets that fucking go too. Rose is a villain.
She never said
Don't
she
you
wasn't gonna let
understand
that
that
shit go.
Rose is a villain?
No, she's not. Okay, next. What happens next? Okay, so they go onto the boat, and the guy's like, have you been checked for lice? And they're like, yeah, of course. We're Americans anyway. And he's like, okay, come on.
Americans don't get lice.
Americans don't get lice, mind you. I did get lice. Just disregard that. That was like a one-off freak accident. I am an American who got lice. But like, that's just, disregard that. Okay, and then what happened? Oh, and then they go to their bunks in the third class down like under the boat. And their roommates are like, who the fuck are these guys?
They're like, what happened to...
What's his name?
They were expecting
Sven.
to do the Sven. They
yeah.
lost the tickets to.
Yeah.
The actual luckiest guys in the world
Yeah,
were the guys who
imagine how
lost the
they
tickets.
felt after this.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
They were probably like,
I've never
nice.
had that thought before.
Nice. They're just like Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah. Yeah. And who else was supposed to be on that plane? Someone else.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Famous.
The only one I can ever remember
The
is Seth
Rockefellers?
MacFarlane.
No.
We're supposed to be on it.
Oh, Seth MacFarlane, the guy who made Family Guy.
Wait, was it the Rockefellers or the...
No, it
who
was
it?
The Vanderbilts.
The Vanderbilts. We're supposed to be on it.
someone else. Some like one-off famous person. Yes.
Mark
Mark
No.
Wahlberg.
No.
No, he famously said if he was
I
on
wish
that
he was
plane,
on
it
it.
wouldn't have gone down that way.
I wish he was
That
on
he would
it.
have
It's
stopped
crazy.
him from. He would have stopped them. That's what you're thinking of.
I hate him.
Who was it? No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Do you hate Mark Wahlberg because of the way he is now, or because of what he did to that Vietnamese guy, or all of the above?
All of the things that he's done,
Okay.
including Ted.
You don't like that movie?
I fucking hate that movie.
That's Seth MacFarlane. If he would have got on that plane and died in 9/11, we never would have had Ted.
J.P. Morgan was supposed to be on it.
I wish he was.
Can't remember who I'm thinking
Alfred
of.
Gwynn Vanderbilt. I mean, how many famous people do you know from the 1910s?
We would never have Anderson Cooper if he would have got on there.
Wait. Are we talking about Titanic or are we talking about 9/11?
Well, we're kind of mixing them
What?
together, but Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on
Oh,
an
you're talking
airplane.
about 9/11?
You thought
Seth
Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on the Titanic?
No,
Okay.
obviously not. I thought he was joking.
No, Seth MacFarlane. I'm saying that it's a situation like Seth MacFarlane because he was supposed to be on one of the planes that crashed in 9/11 and didn't get on the plane.
God. Can you imagine, like, living with that?
There's a lot of people that were supposed to be in the towers that day. I know
Yeah, that too.
Quite a few famous people.
And I wonder why they weren't. I wonder why all those people weren't
Seth
in the
MacFarlane.
towers.
It says Mark Wahlberg. The actor was originally scheduled to be on the same doomed flight, but he made a last-minute decision to travel to Toronto for a film festival instead. So it was Mark Wahlberg.
There's no fucking way he did that.
What do you do?
Do you guys think that you guys would be able to afford tickets
To
9/11 or the Titanic?
I'm going to give you guys the prices of what these tickets would cost today, and you guys can let me know if you think that you could afford these tickets.
No.
What class do you think you'd be in?
Third
I would
class.
definitely be in third class. Those tickets were like what, $900 today?
$1,170 today.
Mhm.
Second class, $2,000.
Wasn't first class like equivalent to like 50,000, 75,000?
Honestly,
It was something
second class
crazy.
would have been perfect. So many people from second class survived.
True.
I would have been totally fine with that.
And then first class is $5,000 today.
But every single class, third, second, first, was equivalent to, well, I guess not first because there's nothing higher than first, but like second class was apparently equivalent to like other ships' first class.
Yep.
On the Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
And then for a first class suite, it was $145,000 today. So
That's
what
crazy.
Rose had.
Like, why the fuck would anyone pay that? I feel like even if I was very, very wealthy, I still wouldn't pay that. That is crazy.
How long was the trip? Like 2 weeks, something like that? Longer?
Yeah, but like, I mean, was flying not a thing back then?
No, flying was not a thing back then.
When did flight happen?
45.
Really?
No, commercial air, like to get over there, like to get there, like Lindbergh was the first one to cross the Atlantic, and that was, God, when was that? It was in the 20s, I believe.
But it was only 4 days. I think they were supposed to get there in 6.
4 days? Wow.
It was only 4 days.
That thing was going very fast.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
Jesus.
40 knots. Crazy
Interesting.
shit. For that big ass boat.
Well, they said 20.
40. And then it could go up to, I think they said 60.
They shouldn't have been going that fast.
Crazy.
They should have not
But yes,
been going
Darian,
that fast.
you couldn't, like, I think I said before, my grandpa went to World War II on the Queen Mary.
What the fuck?
Wow.
So even in the
I'm not
40s,
good at dates.
they weren't, you couldn't just fly over to Europe. I mean, they were, even the bombers in the planes to get them over there, they had to stop a shit ton of times in little islands. We talked about that on some episode where Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, we were looking that up where you had to stop and refuel all the time. They didn't have the range.
Okay, so we didn't have commercial flying.
Right, but
But
when was the Lindbergh flight?
We did flight. We did the Wright brothers.
Yeah, but not very soon before that. No.
That was in North Carolina, I should know that. We were first in flight. That was 1903.
Right, but when did Lindbergh do his first transatlantic flight?
And how much was it?
When did Lindbergh fly across?
We were all just
1927. And what about Amelia Earhart?
Well, she was not successful.
Okay, but she tried.
She was before the last time.
There's a lot of like dead people and
Well, I guess that was her first time going all the way across.
That was 1928.
Or attempting at least.
Right, so this is
She
all.
didn't get very far.
So this was all very much way before that.
Guys, first
She
flight
made
was
it-
1903.
Yeah, I
That
said
was
that.
But they're not going on the first flight.
That was like 30 feet
Right, but
across a field in North
first
Carolina.
commercial was in
When was the-
1914.
That's 2 years after this.
Yeah.
1914, yeah.
But they weren't going across the Atlantic.
It was only
commercial
23
flights.
minutes, and the ticket was $400. I'll walk. I will walk.
So, for the love of God, you couldn't fly. You had to take a boat. That was the only way. You had to take a boat. You absolutely had to.
I would take a boat. I mean, this was a freak accident.
An unsinkable
1939.
ship. I feel bad for the guy
I do too.
that made the boat. Mind you, this is another celebrity crush. The guy that plays the guy that built the boat.
Oh my god.
Really? I can't think of any other thing
Mr.
he's in.
Andrews?
Unbelievable.
Victor Garber. This is real name.
What else was he in? Ugh, who knows?
He's in Legally Blonde.
Never
He's in
actually seen
something
that, I don't
else.
think.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Never seen that either.
He's really old now, though.
Hey, it happens to the best of us. Sometimes you just get old. Pretty soon you guys will be old. This fucking movie came out when I was.
He's gay. God damn it.
I'll kill myself
No.
at 45. I'm not living long.
What?
This movie came
He's
out when I
married.
was 22 years old.
Oh, no, he's not married. He has a partner. Nope, they got married in 2015.
Congratulations to Victor Garber.
The guy's name is Rainer Anderson. It's really close to my name.
What? Really?
Andreessen, but it looks like Anderson, just spelled really weird.
So
It's
you guys
really
are
funny.
basically married.
It's really weird.
But not the actor, the guy who actually designed the ship.
No, I'm talking about actor.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the real life guy.
Yeah, the real life guy got married in 2015.
No, his name. I thought you were talking about saying the real. What's the actor's name?
Victor Garber.
Right.
She said that already.
That's what I thought. So who is he playing in the?
The guy
Mr.
that
Andrews.
Thomas Andrews.
Then what is you?
He's the
Are you talking
architect
about
of the ship.
his partner?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's whose name. I'm trying to figure out whose name yours is similar to.
Oh yes, his husband.
Gotcha. I understand now. Now I understand. I understand. All right. What else happens in this movie? So there's a whole bunch of there's Cal being an asshole to her, and she basically hates his guts because he's an abusive piece of shit.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the whole thing is her, and then her mom is like, you gotta just suck it up and marry this guy because we're broke as fuck.
Yeah. The
And
money's gone.
this dude's hella rich. So you have to let him beat the shit out of you and be abusive even though
You
you're
should.
12
You
years
don't
old.
love him. You're 12 years old.
She's only what, 16 in this, if you do the
Yes,
math.
allegedly.
So she's
How old is
16.
he?
I don't know if that's, I mean, he's definitely an adult.
Why don't they get like actual young people to play these parts? Like maybe not 16,
she was only
but
18. Wasn't she 18 when she made this?
no way. She's 18.
1997. She was born in 1975.
So she's 23 when they
She was
22.
23.
I
Man.
love her so much.
Yeah, me too. But
She's a
she
year
just
older than me. She's the same age as Leonardo DiCaprio, who's also a
I
year older
honestly
than me.
think that Leonardo DiCaprio, the reason he's never settled down is because he's secretly in love with her and they're meant to be. And it's sad.
No, I agree. No, they're like best friends.
That's what they like to tell you.
The reason that
She's married
he's never settled down is because he can't date anyone past the age of 25.
because that's how old she was.
It's impossible.
He needs to get a Kate Winslet robot that never ages. He may have one. You never know.
Young Leo is something else. I don't know what happened to him.
Hey, people get old, okay? And their
He's
heads
not
and their heads get
unattractive
giant.
now, though.
I mean,
When I was thinking he was, but then you saw him at the Oscars this year
true.
with his facial hair.
True.
That
Pretty
mustache. Good looking mustache.
Yeah.
A lot better than Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah. What always fascinates me about him is how big his head got, though.
Leo?
Proportionately wise.
Yeah. Like, what happened?
He didn't used to have a
Drugs.
big head. And his head
No.
just got huge. I don't understand how does someone's head get bigger?
Probably testosterone.
How does someone's head get bigger like that?
How your
It
head
feels
get
like-
big?
How your head get big like that? Do you think he took HGH? Is that how it happens? Take human growth hormone and make
He just
your
looks
head get
swollen a
big?
little.
Yeah.
Get big head?
He just looks like he's indulged too much
It's
in
more
Hollywood.
rounded.
He has indulged in Hollywood.
He does look good with that mustache, though.
It's also gained weight.
Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio, Romeo and Juliet.
That was before this, though.
God damn. Romeo. Sweet Romeo.
Gun. No, he has guns that say sword on it, right?
Make Mr. Andrews not gay.
He has OCD.
That's funny.
He has OCD.
He's just like
Who?
you, babe.
I wonder if that's why he's so good at playing the aviator.
Maybe he just thinks if he dates someone older, then he will die. I bet you that has something to do with it. He's like, as soon as they turn 25, I'm not broken up with them by then, I will die. That's what he's thinking.
Maybe.
Crazy take.
Well, I like that. I like to think that's true. That way we don't have to be so grossed out by him. Because I want to like Leonardo DiCaprio.
I do too.
I don't want to not have to like him anymore.
I mean,
Same thing with Brad
He's so
Pitt, but
good.
just can't do it.
I know. I
He's
was
a piece
thinking
of
about
shit.
that. Somebody was talking. I saw some Reddit post about all, bringing up all the shit that he did on that airplane flight.
what is his like Leo's? What's his background for acting? Like he is so good.
Well, did you guys ever watch Growing Pains when you were like reruns of Growing Pains when he
No.
was on that?
Mm.
It was so wild because Growing Pains was just kind of like, it was a very popular sitcom that everyone liked, but it was a sitcom, right?
Mm.
So you're getting Kirk Cameron and everyone. So it's sitcom acting. And then Leonardo DiCaprio rolls in, like in a couple seasons in, as like the friend. I don't remember the details, but he was so much better than everybody else in the show.
Mm-hmm.
This Leo dude rolls in and he's just like, holy shit, this guy can act. And he like blows everybody else off the screen in the show. So he was just born able to do
Just
it.
like natural talent.
Mm-hmm. And look where he is and
He
look where
vapes.
Kirk Cameron is now.
He vapes. It'll get you.
Yeah, he vapes in a.
But unfortunately, one of his best friends is Tobey Maguire, which means
Ooh,
if you're
that's
friends with
not
Tobey
good.
Maguire, it's not great.
Pussy
Ugh.
Posse.
Ugh.
They were the two leaders of the Pussy Posse.
But they've been friends since they were 12.
Yeah, back in
Pussy
the.
Posse.
It was just Tim,
Tommy.
Tobey Maguire, Leonardo DiCaprio. Who else was in it? Basically, just them going around Hollywood in the late 90s, early 2000s, doing the thing that if you were in the Pussy Posse you can imagine what that means. Who else?
They were
Who was
popping
it?
their pussies?
They were popping somebody's pussies.
Ew.
They were popping. They were doing it like Kenzie.
Who else
Clam
was in it?
slamming.
Clam slamming.
It was also what's the magician dude? What's his name?
Which one? There's a lot.
The Epstein one.
Don't know.
William Dafoe?
Is not a magician.
Could be.
Who's Lucas Oz?
He is an actor.
Because apparently they're really good friends.
I'm trying to find the list. Sarah Gilbert was also in it from Roseanne.
What's that sound? Stop that.
Why can't you find anything? Why can't I just find a guy?
Ellie Namad was pardoned by Donald Trump. That's great.
Who?
I'm looking. This is about who Leonardo DiCaprio's best friends are, and one of the guys that it says is a guy that's a controversial art dealer who was pardoned by Donald Trump.
Very
Interesting.
controversial.
David Blaine. God damn it, that's who it
Oh,
was.
yes.
I fucking hate David Blaine.
It's Tobey
He
Maguire,
was-
Lucas Haas, Harmony Korine, Jay Ferguson, David Blaine, Josh Miller, Kevin Connolly, Ethan Suplee, Justin Hurwitz, Scott Bloom, and occasionally Sarah Gilbert. So yeah, the 90s were a different time.
They were.
They were.
For sure.
So yes, Rose is very distraught about her life and she's going to kill herself. So she goes to jump off the back of the ship and Jack comes around and talks her out of it. And she decides to not kill herself, but she slips and almost falls, and he saves her and pulls her up. And everyone thinks that he tried to kill her. And
No. Everyone thinks that he tried to rape her.
Oh, I guess that makes more sense, huh?
Yeah.
Because he's just on top of her.
He's on top of her. She's shaking. He has his boots and his jacket off. And this was kind of like the scene in Pirates.
Right. Except in this particular circumstance, they weren't all watching it all happen from the very beginning.
Right.
Like in Pirates.
Right.
But he does prevent her from starting her wet scenario earlier by her not falling into the ocean. He keeps her dry for a little longer.
Yeah. At least she got to, be cold and wet with everyone and not alone. That would have been fucking awful. If you survived that fall and you were just floating in the middle of the ocean, ice cold, alone. Whew. It's a horrible way to go.
It would suck. But you would probably die really quickly, especially if you jumped off right off the back with into the wake. You'd just get sucked under and drown pretty fast. But still not fun. Not a good way to do. Not a good way to do it.
Not a good way to do.
Not a good way to do.
Bad way to do.
Bad way to do that. Not a fun way to do. Bad way to do. So this
for an hour and a half in.
This leads Jack to getting kind of introduced into the higher echelons of society on the ship. But Kathy Bates, so he gets invited to the captain's dinner with all the rich people, and Kathy Bates says, "You can't go wearing that. You got to come and put on my son's tuxedo."
Wait, but you're missing a whole thing about Jack and Rose strolling along, and she is there to thank him for his service and his discretion. And that's when he shows her his drawings.
Yeah, that's true. And he talks about how he goes around Europe and is
she's
a vagabond artist.
Because it's so different. And then they start talking about the wedding, and she's like, basically reveals that she doesn't really want to marry Cal, and it's all happening so fast. And he's like, "Do you love him?" And she's like,
"Do you love him?
Do you love him?" And she's like, "You're being quite rude." It's like, just answer the question. That whole
thing.
He
goes, "I have an idea. I'm going to wreck this ship and make it sink, and then I'm gonna die. But you can fake your own death and escape from him. That's what we're gonna do."
Perfect.
That's the plan.
And then she says, "But first, you gotta teach me how to spit like a man." And then they
She was
spit.
she was getting ready for the car scene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Eli. Oh, Eli.
I'm sorry.
That's
Oh,
sick.
Eli. That's disgusting.
Okay, so it's fine when you do it, but it ain't right when
Eli,
I do
that's
it.
so uncouth of you.
So rude.
Are you implying that she spit on that thing? That she hawk-tooed Jack in the car?
That's not what I'm saying.
Spit on that thing.
How old is she
At 22.
in the movie?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about that.
Sick and nasty and disgusting and
It's
bad.
nasty. That's so
Perfect.
disgusting. They do show her naked though in this. So it's not my fault. It's James Cameron's the one doing it. It's not my
Did you
fault.
open your eyes?
He's a sick
Nope.
puppy.
I found exactly where this is on every disc that I've ever owned of this movie, and I scratched that part out, so it skips past that.
Good.
Nice.
Very good.
There used to be a Mormon DVD rental service, or it was either DVDs or VHS. Basically, they would take Hollywood movies and edit out the objectionable parts, and then you could rent them with edited versions of movies. And then Hollywood got pissed off and sued them for copyright infringement, and they got shut down.
That's what I thought was gonna happen. I'm like, isn't that like one of those things like they showed on the blue screens before you watched a movie, like piracy and like editing a movie is illegal?
Yes, but they were saying they were buying them. They were, following all the laws of, of like how the same way Blockbuster does, where they buy the movies and pay for the license to rent them out, etc. But they were just editing them. So they were trying to claim that they were following all the rules, but they didn't. But
I don't want to hear that shit from
hey, I'm not justifying.
anti-titty committee.
I'm telling you what they were doing.
This was your idea.
It was not my idea. I thought it was an abomination. I'm on big Hollywood side in this one, in this case.
Big
Oof.
Hollywood.
Not typically the side you want to be on, but
No.
we'll make an exception.
But now you can just do it yourself. Now you can just fast forward.
Yep. So then that's when Molly, whatever, is like, you can't go looking like that. Gives him one of her son's suits. So he can look
Tuxedo. It's a
dapper.
tuxedo.
Okay, I'm so sorry. A tuxedo.
Super disrespectful to trash it, by the way.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Who?
To Molly. Molly had that tuxedo, lent that shit to him, and he went and fucking wrecked it by like fucking taking it with the plebs.
Was he wearing? Oh yeah, he was wearing it with the plebs.
Yes. So they go to dinner and he says, I don't remember, but basically he's like, you guys all suck and I'm cool. And they all find him very charming. And all the men go to drink brandy and smoke cigars, and he stays with the women. And then him and Rose sneak off and go down to where the real party's happening, where the poor people are doing Irish dances and getting fucked up with the rats down below.
If that's where the rats are going, that's where I'm going, or something like that.
And then it's
good enough
it's after they're partying with the poor people, with the poors and the peasants. That's when they go and find the car, and he draws her like one of his French girls, right? It's that same night?
No.
Or is that a different night?
No, it's a different night. First, can I say the part when Rose does the tiptoe thing makes me cringe every time I watch this movie.
Can you tough guys do this?
It's like, okay. But no, then the next scene is her and Cal having breakfast the next morning, and he reveals that he sent that creep guy to go spy on her, and he saw her getting crazy with Jack, and she was like, you can't follow me like that, you need to respect me, I'm your fiance. And he's like, my fiance, and then he flips the table and then is all
Super
scary.
valid reaction, by the way.
No, I mean, no. And
you're telling me your dog goes out, has fun with another woman, and you're just gonna be cool with that?
I mean, I'm not gonna flip a table about it.
That's crazy.
Is that crazy?
The Titanic sank.
Who cares?
Is that the sister ship?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And the Olympic collided with the HMS Hawk and limped back to port. They're not very unsinkable.
They're actually the most sinkable.
They're very sinkable.
Very sucky.
Very sucky. The Queen Mary's the only one that stuck around.
And Margaret Brown is real.
Yeah, she is
real.
real.
Unsinkable.
What?
They made a musical about her.
They called her Molly after her death, but friends called her Maggie. Had to be coaxed aboard a lifeboat. She was too concerned for others' being. and when she was on the lifeboat, she tried to row back to the ship to save more people.
Yeah, she's before this movie came out. So when I was a little kid, when you learn about Titanic, that was the one thing that you learned because she was, a survivor. So that was the main story. She was the most famous thing about the Titanic that you learn about when you're a little kid. So that's why she's in the movie.
She's like, yeah, guys,
Isn't
I
it-
definitely wanted to go back and save everyone.
Right.
There was a girl, Violet Constance Jessup. She was on the Titanic when it sank and also on the Britannic when it sank.
And she
But she
survived
survived
both times.
both.
She should be the unsinkable, not Molly Brown.
Tell everyone about your ticket person. When we went to the Titanic exhibit, they gave us each a ticket with a real person that was on the Titanic and their story. And at the end, you got to see if your person survived or not. So Jaden's was interesting.
So I guess she was 16, I think, but she was also a widow, but she was remarried. Anyways, she went to somewhere that I don't remember now, Egypt maybe, and she saw a psychic or whatever, and the psychic told her that she was going to be in what did they say exactly? Basically, she was going to be on a boat
shipwreck.
when it sank. And then what? What was the other one?
I don't remember the other one.
Basically, they told her she was going to be on a boat when it sank.
And she
like
was.
a sinking ship. And then she ended up being on a sinking ship.
That she was going to
But
survive
they
a
told her she was
shipwreck.
going to survive a shipwreck, yes. And
And
she
then be
did
in
end
some
up
other
surviving.
disaster.
And being, I
Which
think
she
it was a
did.
car accident or something. And then
Yeah.
she was also in a car accident. But she survived both.
I went
She
to a
lived a crazy
psychic.
life.
I went to a psychic 5 years ago, and they said that was going to be on a podcast with you guys. It's crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's weird. I guess anybody could just lie and say that a psychic told them something before something happened, and make everybody believe it.
You have no fun. You have no whimsy.
Not when it comes to psychics.
So I kick your ass.
It sounds like some sort of good story that someone back in the 1920s could come up with about how, after the fact, that they went to a psychic.
They would burn her for being a witch.
I think it was a hurricane or something, actually, not a car accident. I think it was a hurricane. I could be making
Here
that up.
I am.
Just like they did when they said that she was psychic.
She sounds like an Irish liar to me.
But her and her husband survived, and they were first class.
They should have put more boats. He made room for it, but it seems like a huge oversight.
Yeah, poor Thomas Andrews.
A huge act of hubris.
Wait, okay. I looked it up.
He wanted more boats, but they wouldn't let him put more boats.
I know.
I looked it up. Jaden, it was Helen Bishop, right?
Yes.
First class passenger Helen Bishop claimed to have met a fortune teller in Egypt who predicted she would survive a shipwreck and an earthquake, but ultimately die in a car accident. She survived the Titanic and, after the disaster, experienced a California earthquake and a major car accident, which ultimately claimed her life.
Oh, I didn't know that she actually died from the car accident. That's crazy.
See, probably what happened is the Titanic happened, and then the earthquake happened, and then she came up with this lie about how an Egyptian psychic predicted it all, and then she killed herself in a car wreck to complete her legend.
Yeah.
People are talking about it to this very day. Perfect lie, the perfect plan.
Then what happens in this movie? They go to the party, and then the flipping, and then she's talking to her mom, and she said, that's when her mom's like, the money's gone, you're being selfish. And
Helen Bishop is also the name of the girl in Mad Men. That's funny.
And so Rose is like, okay, I'm gonna just marry Cal and take on this burden and be miserable so that my mom can be happy. And so then, and then Jack pulls Rose into a room the next day or something, and she's like, leave me alone. I'm marrying Cal. I love Cal. And then he's just out of nowhere, he's like, listen, Rose, you're not a walk in the park, okay? You're a selfish brat even. And I was like, where the fuck did that come from? When has she ever been not a walk in the park or a selfish brat to you? I was like, okay, speak on it. And then, yeah, so she goes and does that. And then it's they're at afternoon tea, and she sees a little girl having to be perfectly prim and proper and put her napkin perfectly on her knee, and she's just like, I can't fucking do this. This life sucks. So then she goes to Jack on the edge of the ship, and she's like, no, I changed my mind. And then they do the iconic Titanic pose, the T pose, which I always thought is kind of crazy that he would put her up back on the railing after the incident that happened 2 days before. You'd think that'd be pretty traumatic for her, but she
It's the
seems
front
fine.
railing. It's the front of the ship. It's
So it's
different.
different. It's different.
Psychologically, it's different.
And they kiss. It's beautiful. It's magical. Is that when they start like running around? Oh, then they do the drawing scene. I want you to draw me like one of your French squirrels.
I don't. This part is so because when he goes, what is it? He's not the butler, but like her fiance's assistant,
Yeah.
The
man,
security
guy.
guy, the bodyguard
Yeah.
security guy, yeah.
He goes over to him. He's like, no one can find her. No one tried to look at her room, like where she's staying.
Literally.
No one thought to look there
Guess
because
not.
that's literally where she was the whole time. That part.
Maybe they
make sense
just
to
like
me.
didn't think that she would be in there. They'd think that she'd be like out roaming around as the women do at tea, whatever. But yeah, that's a valid point. And then he does the drawing, and very iconic scene. And then she puts the drawing away and the heart of the ocean into the safe. And then they go. And then the bodyguard comes into the room to look for her, sees them, chases them around the boat. And that's when they go down into the engine room, and they go into where all the storage is. So there's like all the boxes and the cars and stuff that they're lugging to America. And then they go in the car and do the famous car scene. I always laugh when she says to the stars because it's also very cringy, just like the toe thing. It's the toe and the stars get me every time. When he's like, beep, beep, where to, miss? And she's like, to the stars. And like pulls him in the back. And it's like, ugh, ugh. And then they do it. And then you get so many iconic. This movie is 3.5 hours long, and all the iconic scenes are in the in like a 10-minute span. And you get the hand on the window, which apparently is James Cameron's hand.
Do you guys remember when we went to San Francisco and we went on that ship? That was the engine room of that ship was the engine room in the movie.
Really? And
Do you remember?
didn't tell
What
me?
ship?
You
No,
didn't
they told
tell
us
me?
that when we on the tour. You don't remember that from the tour?
No, I don't remember.
What ship?
You remember we went down to the wharf and we went on that World War II submarine, and then we went on that World War II cargo ship and walked.
We got on a submarine.
Yeah, we went
Was
on.
it in the water?
Yeah.
You got me in a submarine?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we walked through a whole World War II submarine, and then we went on took a tour of the ship that's still active. It didn't go out into the water; it was just docked. But we took this big tour of it, and we went down to the engine room, and they're like,
I do remember this.
They're like, this is the engine room for the Titanic because
That's
it looks
so
very
cool.
similar.
I didn't realize it or appreciate it at the time.
Been on a lot of boat tours in my life. They're all kind of mixing together.
Well, that's the only one I've ever been on. So
No,
I
we went
recall.
on one in Hawaii as well.
Oh yeah, we did go. We went on the battleship in Hawaii. That's true. But you didn't get to go inside of it. Did we go inside of it or just on the deck?
We went inside.
Well, shit.
And then I also went on one with Eli.
Queen Mary?
Oh no, that's a different one. That's another one. Queen Mary. That's different though. That's like a hotel on a boat.
We went on two. We went on.
Yeah, the one for your birthday.
Yeah.
That was like a military. No, what was it? Well, yeah, military, but like.
It was a battleship.
Battleship, yeah.
Or don't they? At some point, what is I don't exactly remember the details, but they take does Rose she puts the heart of the ocean back in the safe with the picture of her naked, right? And is like, fuck you, I'm leaving you.
Yeah, she left a note.
But how does it get into his jacket pocket? Does he take it out of the safe? Oh, he takes it out
because he plants it there.
He doesn't take it out.
Because he's framing Jack. He's saying that he stole it. That's how they get him arrested, right?
Yeah. So they slip it in his pocket.
Right.
There's a shot of it when they're walking back. Because after they do it, they run off onto the boat. They're laughing, giggling. It's really cute. And then that's when the control sees the iceberg. I heard this for the first time. And again, I watch this movie all the time. I heard it for the first time this time, where at some point they mentioned, oh yeah, still haven't found the binoculars. for the lookout.
Mhm.
So, just so you know. It's like, I never realized that was thrown in there, but yeah, he's literally just, like, looking with his eyes, and it's so dark out, so they don't see it
And
until
it
it's
kinda was, like, Jack and Rose's fault because the 2 guys that were supposed to be looking looked at them instead of looking at the iceberg.
they were so distracting. But to be
Another
fair, that
notch
iceberg
in.
definitely was coming up way before that. So then they hit it. They hit the berg. They do everything they can to stop it, but, it's literally right there. They hit it, and then Rose and Jack are like, "We need to go tell Cal and my mom." So they go, and they go into the room where everyone's at, and the bodyguard guy's like, "We've been looking for you." And, like, pulls them into the room, and as he's, like, kinda pushing them into the room, he drops the thing into Jack's pocket, and Jack is wearing a jacket that he stole earlier as a disguise.
Oh, right, they
Could you
put it in.
imagine being on a boat and you're just watching the boat that you're on and you're right up against
An
a
iceberg.
freaking iceberg
Don't
and it's
touch
literally
it.
just right there? That'd be crazy.
And you're like,
In the
"Oh,
middle
look,
of the night?
free ice. Look at all this free ice we're getting."
They're kicking it around like a soccer ball. It's crazy.
Like, that's crazy. I mean, we wouldn't have that problem now. We don't have icebergs anymore.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But
Is it still that cold out there? I don't know.
It's probably pretty
But
cold.
yeah.
Probably cold enough to kill your ass.
Oh. Ugh. And then, so they arrest Jack because they're like, "You stole this." And he's like, "No, I didn't. Rose. Rose." They say that each
Rose.
other's name a lot. You guys
Jack.
notice that?
Yeah.
That part with the spitting when she's like, "Teach me to spit like a man." And he's like, "Okay, come." And she's like, "No, Jack, no, Jack. I couldn't possibly, Jack. No, Jack." And it's like, why'd you say his name like 10 times?
And he's
Right
like,
there.
"Rose, you have to do it this way, Rose. Come on, Rose."
Come on,
Like he's
Rose. It's
saying
like,
Rose about 1,000,000 times in this movie.
we know their names. It's all good.
He's counting for everyone to being on their phone.
No, he's not, because this movie came out during a time when people were not on their phones.
I was on my phone all the time, and I had a phone in '97.
Was it like the shape of a cinder block?
Yes, it was. It was a. No, I think when this movie came out, I had the Sony one with a little flip down arm.
Well, it wasn't as bad as it is today.
No, it
It's
didn't
bad
even have
today.
it didn't even have texting. You could only make and receive calls. That was all you could do. So I was not on my phone.
Well,
I was being
yeah,
funny. I was saying that he's being prescient, that he knows the
yes,
future. So
he
he's
does. He's
setting it up
clairvoyant.
for everyone to be he talked to a psychic in Egypt that said in 20 years everyone to be on their phone. You should state
You should
everyone's names
probably,
1,000,000
yeah.
times so no one forgets.
So yeah, then they take Jack to the little holding place for
They take him to the brig.
prisoners,
The
and
brig.
and the ship is actively sinking, and they still take his ass down there and handcuff him to a pipe.
Yeah, that guy is straight up murdering him on purpose.
Yeah,
At that point, he's not
yeah,
just being a dick. He's like, "Hey, I'm going to kill you. You're going to sink in the ship."
which is insane. Just insane behavior.
That's what those guys did back then. This
I
is the
do
robber baron era.
believe
They were
the
murdering
ship
people all the
may
time.
sink. And then, they kind of just go about trying to get off this ship and get into a boat. And then I don't know why Rose like believes for a second that Jack stole that. I mean, I guess you never really know someone's intentions, but like for her to just like be cool with them taking him away, it's like she's okay with him being murdered too, because she knows this ship is sinking. So she's cool with them just getting him out of here and them going about to get in a boat. But then they're about to get in a lifeboat, and the mom's like, "Ugh, I hope that they have a first class on the boat."
I hope
And
they let them on.
oh, hope they make room for first class. And then she's like, "Mom, there's not enough boats. Half of these people are going to die." And then Cal's like, "Not the better half."
Ooh, shit.
Ooh, shit. And she says, "You unimaginable bastard." And then she goes to walk away. He grabs her, and she puts that spit move that Jack taught her and spits in his face and runs away. And then she goes and saves Jack. As Jaden was saying, that's a whole like 30 minutes of her trying to save Jack. Ends up axing his handcuffs in half, closes her eyes, and just swings. Insane behavior. Why would you close your eyes?
Because you're a fraidy cat and you've never done it before.
Yeah.
So a little context on what rich people would do to people back then. So in 1914, so 2 years after the Titanic sunk, there was a miners' strike in Colorado. It was a mine that John D. Rockefeller Jr. owned, and there was 1,200 coal miners were striking in Ludlow, Colorado. So John D. Rockefeller talked the president to sending in the National Guard and killed 21 people and just shut down the strike to get the mine open again. So they just went in and straight up
Damn.
murdered a whole bunch of people. So that's the kind of shit
Yeah.
that the rich people were doing back in the 1900s or the
Yeah.
19 teens. It was just so
I was gonna
killing
bring this up,
killing Jack
actually.
wasn't that big of a deal.
I was gonna bring this up because, you know, not to skip forward too much, but we're kind of getting there. They kind of do some back and forth where, okay, Jack and Rose escape from the lower parts of the boat. The whole key scene where the guy drops the keys and they're trying to open the gate and they finally get it, like all the stressful things. Then they get up to the top and everyone's like, Rose, you have to get in this boat. And she's like, I'm not going without Jack. And then Cal's like, it's cool because I have a deal on the other side of the boat. I'm gonna get in a boat. Jack can get in the boat too. We're good. Just get in this boat, Rose. Okay. And she's like, okay. And the boat starts to go down and she's looking at Jack and she's like, I don't think so. I don't want to leave him. Jumps back into the Titanic. They meet up and he's like, oh, Rose, why would you do that? You're so stupid, Rose. And then Cal comes down with a gun. Pew pew. And this is what I wanted to talk about. How is he not in trouble for like murder, like attempted murder?
Because he's rich and rich people.
Is it the fucking Wild West out here? You can just whip out a gun and shoot people?
Well, all the people who saw that are probably dead.
Very
So.
true. It's just
Rich
insane.
people get away with murder now, and they got away with it literally even more so back then.
It's just crazy to me that he just whipped out. He's like, I have a better idea. I'm gonna kill them. That's crazy. Like, and he was horrible shot. Horrible shot. How did he miss them that many times? But he was shooting blankly. Like, he could have shot Rose right in the fucking head. Like, he was just going for it. Insane.
He confused me so much because, like, he didn't seem like he cared about her, but he got out of the boat. He wasn't in the boat, but he could have gotten in the boat the first time.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, I need to go get her. But, like, you don't even care about her. You're literally about to try and kill her. So why did you even do that? Just get on the fucking boat the first time.
I think it's
he
more of
does
a.
care about her.
I don't think it. I think that it's one of those things where he can't give up control over her. And since she disobeyed him, he's going to get her out of a sense of control, not because he likes her or wants to marry her per se. It's just she disobeyed him and he can't lose.
Also, I think he wants the status because even though their money is gone, I don't know that he knows that. And they did mention that like her dad died and his name was like, it's like a very well-known name. Like they're like royalty. But he had all these debts and I don't know if Cal knew about the debts or if he like knew about the debts but still wanted the name, like the status.
Yeah, I think it's combining his rich American money with her British noble status.
Mm-hmm.
It's very Downton Abbey coded. In fact, do you guys ever watch Downton Abbey?
No, but at the Titanic Museum, there was a whole Downton Abbey section for some reason in the merch area.
The very first episode of Downton Abbey is all based around the Titanic sinking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first episode you find out that one of the people in the family dies on the Titanic, so that's what sets off
Titanic.
The whole show that's the inciting incident of the heir to the fortune for the family in the Downton Abbey show dies in the Titanic, so they have to find somebody else to marry. So
that makes so sense. I was like, was this like a different exhibit they did and they just have like leftover merch and like they're just putting it here? Like, what the fuck? That makes more sense.
Yeah. So
so now they're on the other side of the ship and they got to figure it out. And that's where you get the whole like, you know, the ship it's sinking, but it's also bobbing up and the people are like jumping off. I was like, holy shit. Like the people when the boat was vertical, basically, and they were just jumping off. Oh my God. Why would you do that?
How does Jack know so much about how everything's going to happen as far as that it's going to suck everyone under and they have to get away from it? And the best
But not
place.
common sense.
That's kind of obvious.
I mean, is it though?
It's going to create this like, it's a huge mass and you can see it too. Like as they're going down, you can see it sucking like people under and stuff. And it's like basically like a big riptide.
I guess a lot of baths. He's probably doing that in the bathtub And he's, just a smart guy.
What are you talking
With his
about?
turds.
Like when you're in the pool and you can kind of
Ew.
push your hand down and you can see how it sucks things down into it, kind of
Yeah, he's
creates a
got a
little
lot of
vacuum.
street smarts.
Yeah.
For
That's what I was gonna
sure.
say.
He's got a lot of bath experience.
Also, he planned this whole thing.
And yes, he did plan it
It
to
was
set Rose free.
yes.
So yeah, basically
good
the rest
on
of the
them.
movie is kind of like turns into an action movie. So Rose has to come down, she has to find Jack, and the ship's sinking and everything, and she frees him with the axe and breaks
Why are
his
you going over
handcuff.
what I just went over?
Because he wasn't listening.
I was listening, but we didn't talk about the chopping of the chopping of the
Yes, we
of the
did.
handcuff.
Yeah, we
with the
literally
axe.
did. Are
did.
you okay?
I am very tired.
We
so
literally had
no.
a
We
whole
talked about how she
conversation
closed her
about
Did we
it.
have a whole
remember?
She
conversation about
closed
that?
her eyes and swung for it, and you literally spoke on it.
Oh, that was the part about the.
I'm worried about you.
Well, go ahead
Don't
and
worry.
edit that
Don't
back and
worry.
move it to before.
I covered all this already. Don't you?
Oh,
You
that's
sit down. I've got this one.
okay.
I've
Take
got
a
this one.
nap. Chime in.
So, next thing. Okay, so they're holding on. Why does Rose look at that girl like that?
I don't know.
That's
Why
the
didn't they help
whore.
her either?
That's the whore.
The whore.
Yeah. That's the side piece that rich dude has.
Was it?
Yep.
She's like, you deserve this, bitch.
Yeah, she's the side piece, and then the guy, and she was like trying to get protected by him. And at the very end, when she's slipping off of the thing, she looks over at the old guy that had an affair with her, and he looks sad, but he doesn't look sorry.
Oh my god. He looks sad, but he
She-
doesn't look sorry.
Sad but not sorry.
Sad but not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Sad, not sorry. Okay, so then they're going down. Good on them. They're staying dry as long as possible. He said, we're gonna go down with this ship, and I need you to hold on and hold your breath. And they do, and they try to hold on, but the rip current is so bad that like they get separated. They pop up. Rose is looking. There's like a million people screaming, and she's like going through looking for him. And this guy just comes out of nowhere and is like sees her as a flotation device and just starts like using her as a flotation
I
device.
am surprised more people didn't do that to each other.
Adeline was watching that, and she literally goes, "I hate men." She's becoming just like you guys.
Of course someone would do that. And honestly,
Yeah.
I know that I know that it's horrible that those boats wouldn't go back to save them, but like the guy was kind of right. The people would have just sunk the fucking boat.
It's true. But like I get where she was coming from. How do you just like
Well, of
sit there and
course.
watch that, you know?
It's horrible, but like until they're like weak enough, this is so horrible. But until they're weak enough,
Canceled.
you kind of gotta wait because they are gonna fucking sink all the boats and everyone's gonna die.
Yeah,
So what are you gonna do?
I know. But that one boat does go back, but by then everyone's fucking dead, so it's like they can't really swarm the boat.
Right.
But yeah, no, like you're so right. It would get swarmed.
This is what the incompassionate left wants you to think, everyone. This is what being a leftist makes you.
So they find a door. They both try to get on the door, and it
Yeah.
flips.
That was the part that I had forgotten.
Mhm.
After I don't think because watching in the theater, I think I forgot because my whole contention because I didn't see this again for many years after I saw it in the theater, and I was always wrongly saying he could have at least tried to get on the fucking door. He didn't even try. He just gave up completely. And then when I finally watched it again many years later, I'm like, oh, he did try to get on the door.
He did try.
I'm done.
And also, I don't know if Jaden sent it or if she did and you remember, but when we went to the exhibit, they had a door up there, like just like a door from the Titanic. These doors were so small. Like I don't know if people back then were just way smaller, but like it was such a small door. Like I couldn't even imagine one person fitting on it, let
Well,
alone two.
boats are famously have small doors.
Yes.
You go
Yeah, but the door we saw at the exhibit it was not the same thing. It didn't even look like she was on a door in the
That's
movie.
what I'm saying. And
It kind of looks
you
like
laughed at me.
like a bureau, like a big floating chest or something.
No, it looks like a archway.
You know what it looks like to me? And I said this at the exhibit, and Jaden literally laughed at me. But at the top of the stairs, that like where the clock is,
Mhm.
that big wooden piece that the clock is sitting in, where they meet, that's like an iconic piece of this movie. That's what I
Mhm.
always thought she was floating on. Like that broke off, and that's what they were floating on, not a door. but everyone says it's a door.
Yeah, I tried looking it up again right before we recorded to figure out what definitively it was, and everything I found says it's a door, but I
Yeah,
agree that I don't believe that it doesn't look like a door.
it doesn't.
But the part that I always find in that doesn't make sense to me is, A, why more people weren't trying to get why she didn't get dragged down by other people.
Mhm.
Why weren't more people trying to get on the door? And why doesn't he try to find something else? Like, I just don't feel like he puts
Yeah,
enough
Yes.
why
effort.
doesn't he try to find
There's
something
so many
else?
things
I
around that you
know.
could
He
have.
doesn't put enough effort into trying to okay, so he did try to get on the door and he realized that they wouldn't hold them both, they would sink. So
Yeah.
why isn't he, like, swimming around? He's just, like, immediately like, "Okay, fuck it, I'm gonna die." He doesn't try looking for anything else to float on.
Yeah, maybe because they were kind of off to the side a little bit, like, I don't feel like they were completely I could be wrong. I don't feel like they were completely surrounded by people where they were, and I feel like maybe he thought if he left that area, it would be hard, or if he left that area that someone would come over and try to take the door from Rose, because like, that guy already was drowning her, basically. He had to punch him in the face, so maybe he thought that he needed to be there to protect her from people swarming her.
I suppose.
I don't know.
I'm going to give it a pass.
Give it a
I'm
pass.
gonna give it a pass. I'm gonna finally let my CinemaSins ass jerk give up being mad at Titanic. Well, I mean, I already did, but I'm making it official. Titanic's good, and I'm not mad at the ending anymore. I mean, the ending of of that part. I'm still
I'm
furious
not
at
mad
Rose.
that Titanic
I'm still furious at Rose
sank.
for
Found a rose.
so she does almost freeze to death, but she does, fortunately for her, she's got that whistle.
Mhm.
And she's just about to be dead, and they finally convince them to go over and look for survivors.
Yeah.
A
Right.
and there's just floating
We have to go
popsicles
back.
bobbing up and down everywhere.
Ooh, the baby.
Yeah, and
Is
the
there
guy's
anybody
like,
alive out
we
there?
waited too long.
Can anyone hear me?
We waited too long."
I do
Keep
feel like they could
checking.
have put the only solution I could find in my brain was what they kind of did with this, how they moved everyone to like one boat, not one boat, but they moved everyone to like make room for this boat.
Mhm.
They should have done that before, like earlier, and then just taken either one person or just honestly taken everyone out of the boat and like kept it at a distance, but
Mhm.
like pushed it closer to the people. So if they sunk the boat, I mean, no one would be harmed, but at
Yeah.
least they had a
Like, yeah,
chance.
just kinda push over one boat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
"Here you
They should
go.
have
Good luck,
just
fuckers."
loaded the boats to capacity in the first place. Like, why are you putting 12 people on a boat for 60? I think for a moment, after she realizes Jack is dead, I think she does want to give up and just die. There's like a moment where she lays her head back down and closes her eyes, and then she like remembers her promise, and then she jumps back into the water and knows that guy has a whistle, so steals the whistle, blows the whistle.
Oh, yeah, she didn't
Yeah.
have it. She went and got the whistle. I forgot.
Yeah, from that other
Yeah,
guy.
sorry.
And they pick her up. They swoop her right up.
And then the cuts to her on the dock with a blanket, and she hides her ass from her mom and Cal.
Yeah. Cal's looking
Her
for her.
mom is such a bitch. She wasn't even crying or I mean, she was like slightly teary-eyed when she
Yeah.
was looking at the boat sinking, but she was not like as upset as she should have been.
Oh, she is a real
She was
bitch. She's an
plugging her
underground
ears
whore.
like a coward
Yeah.
so she didn't have to hear the screams.
She didn't want to hear the lamentations of the women and children.
I saw there was a quote from one of the survivors of the Titanic at that museum we went to, and it was like, I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was basically along the lines of like, the only thing more horrific than the sounds of all the people screaming was the silence that followed. It was very
That's
chilling, very deep. Should ate
they're
with that.
like, "I'm dying now. I'm gonna stop screaming because now I'm frozen to death.
I'm frozen.
I'm frozen to
I
death
am
now.
frozen to death.
My screams are going to get less and less. Now I am dead."
The worst part is that they were all floating because they had the life vests on and they're just floating dead people. It was scary.
Yeah. It'd be better
How
if they
long
were
do you think
sinking.
they were floating there? Do you think well no,
They're still floating there.
like at what point did they start to sink or did they people go pick them up and save the bodies?
Oh, I'm pretty sure they scooped them all up once that ship got there. I don't think they just left them. I mean, maybe they did. It was,
Do you think they just scooped them up with a big net?
Fishing net.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's probably what they did. Probably just threw a big net in there and then pulled them all up onto the deck, dumped them
No,
out.
that's crazy.
No, they probably got him onto the lifeboats and we're all respectful and shit.
We're all respectful and
They're
shit.
probably all respectful and shit.
Think about all the people that are still down there too, though, because there's like people that died in like in the third class. They're all like,
Yeah, and all the
Yeah, like Jack.
people in the
Floating
boiler
slow.
rooms and shit like that were all just trapped
Mm.
inside of it.
That's horrible.
They probably have been eaten by,
Yeah. Long eaten.
long eaten.
Like the fish
Hey,
that
that's the
ate them
bright
had been
side.
eaten.
At least they provided sustenance.
And then
Honestly, I feel like it's not a
It's a
horrible way to
circle of
go.
life.
You know what I mean? Hypothermia? I don't feel like that's a horrible way to go.
that's fucked up, Darian.
do you know
I'm
how
saying in the grand scheme of things, like you're cold, that sucks, but then you just kind of fall asleep.
it's better than
No,
drowning?
it feels like. Do you not remember when he was talking about how cold the water feels? It feels like you're getting stabbed
Yeah, that's true.
with a million knives.
I've actually heard that
and
drowning's
you
kind
can't
of
think
peaceful.
about anything except the pain.
I've heard that drowning's kind of peaceful.
You've heard from the people that drowned
I've
and
heard
died.
stories from people that have gotten very close to drowning that like you really panic for a while, but then you just kind of like accept it and it's peaceful. Not that I want to, but you know.
Not that I want to.
I wanna-
What do you want?
I want to blow up in a volcano.
No, because you're gonna drink it all.
I want to be 100 years old, go to bed, and die of cardiac arrest.
Right after you throw that Coeur d'Alembert back into the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Warm in my bed.
And then you're met at the top of the stairs.
Mm-hmm. And it's Hayden.
Oh.
And he's wearing a
Wait.
tuxedo.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, because she
Why would you want to
went.
be back on the ship? Sorry.
No, I was gonna say I can't remember if she like threw herself off the side of the ship or if she died in her sleep.
No.
She died in her sleep.
In the ship, right?
Well, not in the Titanic, but
But, like-
above the Titanic.
Yeah, in another ship.
Right, the
Okay.
research.
She died where
the
she was
salvage
meant
ship.
to.
Let me
Oh,
finish this off for us. So she's on the deck of the ship. Cal doesn't see her. He moves on, and she says that, yeah, he inherited his millions, but then, you know, he lost all his money this year because of whatever, and he killed himself.
Yeah, he lost all his money in the depression when the stock market
What's
crashed.
so funny? What is so funny?
I have no idea what he's laughing at.
Okay.
I really don't want to know. Can you mute yourself?
Yeah.
Mute. And then and then the guy's like, "Can I get your name, miss?" And she's like,
Dawson.
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 Rose Dawson.
Rose Dawson. Why didn't she change her
And-
first name too?
I don't know.
She's trying to be hiding. They're gonna be like, oh,
Can you
Rose.
look for Dawson. I think that was his last name, Dawson.
Yeah.
Oh, Rose Dawson? Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, that's her. We found her. Dumbass.
And then that was the end of her story. She's back. She's an old woman. And the guy's like, wow, all these years all I've been thinking about is Titanic, but I never really got it. And then she's like, yeah. And then she goes that night and throws the necklace into the ocean. And she goes, ah, like that, and throws it.
That's
And
becoming the biggest villain in movie history.
and then now she can die. And I always thought, like, yeah, she dies. Like, she dies, and then, like, she goes back to the ship for some reason, because for some reason that's heaven, okay, is back on that ship. I don't know why her and Jack couldn't just be anywhere else.
Because
It
that
was, like,
was
a
the
very
only
traumatic.
that was the only 2 good days of her life, was those 2 days she spent with Jack on the ship. Not the
Yeah.
whole rest of her life when she got
But
married
it
and
was
had
also-
family and kids and all that stuff. So she didn't care about any of that.
It's
All she
also the
cared about
worst
was
day of
the
her
2
life.
days she knew this fucking guy.
Yeah, it's, like, it's also, like, the worst day of her life, the day she almost died in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. It was in a traumatic shipwreck.
Basically, it's
But anyway.
Leonardo DiCaprio was so hot. The only thing that she ever cared about in her 100 years of life was the 2 days she spent with this fucking rando dude.
That's so fair. I often think about what their relationship would have been like if they really did make it to New York and go off. Like, I feel
They
like
would have broken up.
they would have broken up
They
because
wouldn't have lasted.
at the end of the day, I don't think that Rose could really live the life that he was living. Not for real, for real. But we don't think about that.
Well, we don't really know what life she lived though.
Yeah, true. She had all those pictures of her doing all the things that she said she wanted to do.
She did.
More simple
Lil
life.
Wayne.
She lived a regular ass white
but I feel
lady
like
life.
she
20th
could have
century white women
She still
life.
had those habits of
she still had
luxury though, like bringing all
yes.
her luggage, like her millions
Mhm.
of things and
Yeah.
pictures and
And that's what I mean, like, I think that she could live a life without, like, all this money, like the life she was living where she just lived more simple and, like, had more experiences, but the house she was living in was pretty average, normal. I don't think she could have been sleeping on a bench in the middle of New York City because they didn't have anywhere to go, like, no money.
oh no.
You know what I mean? Like, that wouldn't have worked for her.
Was he
But
full on homeless?
Yeah.
yes.
But he was doing that on purpose. Like he could.
He had
I feel like
$10.
if he
Which
w-
is
He had
$500,
after
by the
he
way.
got that.
but if he
True.
was put into a situation where he was now with Rose, I think he would have
You would have stepped up.
stepped it up and provided for her. I think so.
That's true.
'Cause
But is that what he
he-
wanted? You know, ultimately.
Well, clearly not,
True.
because he didn't even try to fucking find a piece of floating shit on the ocean to save himself. So
Yeah, he's like, I'm just
He
gonna kill
didn't.
myself. This is
he's
too
just,
much.
I'm not gonna take care of this bitch anymore.
We have sex one time and you're getting off with me
I
in
know.
New York? That's crazy. I'm gonna sink this ship. I'm putting this
This
I'm putting a
woman,
stop to
this woman
this.
is so clingy.
But so I always assumed like she just died in her sleep and that was heaven and that's the end of the movie. But then one day I was like, wait, is this just a dream that she's having? Like, is she just dreaming this, being on the ship and with Jack and stuff? Because this song says, "Every night in my dream, I see you."
No, she definitely died. She had to.
I'm just like, are they trying to say that like this is heaven? I don't know.
I think that really, I think this is another Mulholland Drive situation. It was all this whole thing was a dream.
That is
She
how I know my
invent-
heart will go on because I see you every night in my dreams. It gets me through. I don't know.
Guy on
Something to
my
think
mind.
about.
I think we should call Celine Dion and ask her if she wrote the song after seeing the movie, or because we need to know.
I need to know right now. But anyway, that's the end of the movie.
Right.
Imagine making 3 of the top 4 highest grossing films ever.
Yes.
I can imagine it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And then before 2019, just having the top 2 for like a long ass time.
It's crazy.
Is Avatar 2 still the highest one? Is that number 1, or is it?
Avatar is number 1, Avengers Endgame is number 2, Avatar The Way of Water is 3, and Titanic is 4.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good run. I have them all except for the new one. I don't have the new
And
one.
somehow Fast and Furious 7 is 13. I don't know. I know that.
Probably one of the worst ones.
One of the Star Wars is the few Star Wars are in there, right?
Only one. Star Wars The Force Awakens. Number 6. It's number 6. I don't know what this movie is. I've never seen this in my life.
What
It's like
movie?
Niza 2.
Oh, it's a Chinese anime.
That's number 5.
Neja 2. That just came out last year. Well,
Almost all of them are Disney movies.
yeah. I mean, because they're all Disney movies now, right? Because they own, don't they own Titanic now, or is that Paramount? I think, or is it Fox?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, something we can be certain about is there's some certain questions that Eli's going to have to ask. I was about to say that Derry needs to ask because I felt like it was her movie that she picked, but it was actually his movie. So
Why didn't you pick this movie?
Because I literally was looking for any reason to do Life of Pi. And so this was like my only opportunity. But then I basically convinced Eli to pick this movie.
Honestly, I would be totally fine if we would just say that we just swapped and this was just a funny joke. Because I really, really like The Life of Pi.
Really? I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone did.
Whatever, Darian. Anyways.
okay, so Eli, are you glad that you were forced into picking this movie? So ask us the questions.
I asked you guys first, right?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
All right, cut that out. So, all right, Sean, did you or did you not like this movie this time around?
So I didn't watch it this time around.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But I watched it, I think 3 weeks ago.
No
Right
wonder
before
you didn't know
right
what was going
before
on.
Adeline left to go to North Carolina, we watched it like right before. So I didn't feel like I couldn't
That's
bring
fair.
myself to watch it again. And we watched it like 6 months ago. I've seen this movie 5 times in the last year, so I didn't feel like watching it again.
And you're over here judging Darian for watching it twice a year? That's crazy.
I do it under duress.
Thank
And
you.
I do it as a compromise to get her to watch other things that I want her to watch.
Darian, I don't want you to think that I'm on your side right now, 'cause I'm not.
Hello?
Jesus Christ.
That's so rude.
I'm just kidding.
That's so
Okay.
You're
rude.
mean to me.
But
That
Sad,
makes
I
not
sense.
sorry.
but when I
Sad, but that's all right.
Funny. Okay, and
when I do watch it, I do appreciate it when I watch it, and I do like it. And I like
Yeah.
watching it when I am forced to watch it by Adeline over and
do
over again.
you have to pop 2 Blu-rays in for this movie, or is it just
No,
one?
it all fits on one.
Nice.
I
Okay.
do believe when it came out on DVD, it was 2 DVDs though.
Mhm.
I remember hearing something like that, yeah.
It's 2 VHS tapes, and I believe it was either 2 DVDs or you had to flip it over. I don't remember
At
exactly.
what point in the movie did you have to switch the VHS
I don't
tape?
remember.
Let me hold on. I'll go grab it and let's see where it says.
Probably
It
like
says.
it's probably like during the
It's the halfway point.
probably during like the T-pose.
Mm.
That would piss me off.
So here it is.
Wow. Memories.
Let's see if it says on here. So the first one is see, I'm blind. I'm old and blind. Okay. No, it just says 194 minutes. It says the same thing on both of them, I think. Yeah, it doesn't.
So 194 minutes into the movie.
No, it just has the runtime for the entire movie on both of them, on both tapes.
I'm sure we can look this up. I
Yeah.
don't think it's a
But I'm looking at it, and there appears to be more tape inside the actual tape on the first one. So I think it goes. I think it probably is right before they hit the iceberg, if I had to guess. But I don't believe I've ever watched it on videotape because I saw it in the theater and I didn't watch it again until much longer. So I don't think I've ever. Because I got a DVD player in '99, so I don't think.
The split acts as an organic intermission, dividing the film right before the ship hits the iceberg.
Yeah.
Yep. But he says, "I believe you may get your headlines, Mr. Ismay." Right.
I got this at an estate sale just
Cool.
like a couple of months ago.
That's cool.
Nice. For Adeline, but I also
Very
have the 4K.
nostalgic to me.
But yeah, I like it. It's a very well made movie, despite the fact that Rose is an evil bitch and throws the thing off the side of the ship, and she should have sold that and donated it to charity. Think of all the children she could have fed. But other than that, I'm glad to have seen it. And let me see what I gave it on the last time that I reviewed it. What's my letter? Because I want to be consistent.
You know, for someone that literally judged all the rich people for not caring, she very much followed in their footsteps when she threw that diamond thing into the fucking ocean.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I give it 4.5 quarter Lemaires.
It's a very important movie. I can already see it. All right. Next up is Yaden. Did you or did you not like this movie?
I like this movie. I just think that it needs to be a little bit shorter, like 20 minutes shorter. But other than that, I do really like this movie. It looks really good. The cast is really good. And there's nothing really bad about this movie.
Well, how many quarter Lemaires are you giving it?
Sorry, he distracted me. I give it 4.3.
4.3 quarter Lemaires.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good.
And then last but not least, Darian, did you like or did you not like this movie?
If I'm last but not least, who is least?
Me.
I don't really like this movie that much, actually. I'm gonna
knew
give
it.
it 1.
100.
Classic.
One quart of them hairs.
Ew.
Sorry, I didn't mean to trigger you. I wasn't talking about whiskers. This is a perfect movie. It's a 5. I wish it was 20 minutes longer, honestly.
She hit.
Yeah,
You want
it's
all those 20
insane.
minutes just to be dead bodies floating in the ocean, frozen dead
No.
bodies. Extend that
No.
scene. Can we spend a few more minutes with that frozen baby floating,
No.
just bobbing up and down?
I want more scenes of Jack and
Dead
Rose
people.
like getting to know each other. because it's such a short time. And it is a
See,
short
yeah,
time.
they could have put more of the time into that and not so much time into her wading through waters in a hallway trying to find him.
Yeah, because it's like, I know it was only, what would you say, 4 days?
Yeah.
But it's like, you know.
They only met on like the second or third day, I'm assuming.
I think they met the first night, but still, you gotta pack it in there.
Yeah.
So you really
I
get
think
the feels for it.
I think he saw her on the first night when she went out onto that little deck thing and he chased after her.
But
Yeah, so they met on the first night.
No, they didn't. They
No,
looked
no,
at
no.
each other.
They looked at each other the first day. It was like maybe around sunset, okay? And he saw her. And then later that night, when it was nighttime, after dinner and everything, that's when she tried to kill herself. So he met her that night.
Well,
But he had
maybe
seen her
there's
earlier that day.
maybe there's a director's cut that James Cameron will release with another 45 minutes of the movie one of these days.
It's just more of her wading through hallways
I
trying to
hope
find
so.
him
That's my favorite
funny.
part of the movie.
and trying to wake him up. It took her too long. She was trying to wake him up for too long.
Like, baby, let him go.
Wake up,
Never
Jack.
let go.
Wake up. Never
Jack,
let go. Okay,
Jack,
back
wake
to you,
up.
Eli. Are you glad that you were forced to pick this movie?
Yeah, it's a good movie. It I think the history behind it is what makes it the most interesting for me. Just seeing all of the all like the history of what everybody did, where everybody was going, and so on and whatever. But yeah, it was good. I like it. It's
How
probably
many?
the better one out of all the other movies and stories about the Titanic.
There's a pretty good 50s Titanic movie. That one that I sent, it's pretty good too. I've seen that one. It's not as good, but for the 50s, it's pretty good. How many Coeur d'Alemeres are you giving it?
I'm not giving it Coeur d'Alemeres. I'm giving it 4.5 dead babies.
Okay.
Jesus.
I'm joking. Yeah, I'm giving it 4.5 Coeur d'Alemeres because it really is good. The storytelling is really good. Like, it's so memeable. There's so many memes that come out of this fucking movie. It's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, 4.5.
That is a total of 4.575, which makes this a very important movie. Congratulations to James Cameron, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet, and the rest. And all those dead babies can look down from heaven knowing that they were portrayed in a movie that the Very Important Movie podcast has deemed to be indeed very important. So congratulations to them as well. And Cal is looking up from hell, knowing that he was in a movie that's very important. He's definitely in hell. He killed himself, so he's automatically in hell.
He
Yep.
did?
Jesus said so.
Oh. Never mind. I thought you were talking about the actor.
No. Cal, because he lost all his money in this crash, the stock market crash.
Yes, and he put a pistol in his mouth that year. I remember.
Right. So we have no idea what the theme for next month is, so we can't tell
Oh
you
my
what it's going to
God.
be.
That's so true.
We'll have
What
to
is
put
the
that in the
theme?
show notes, and we'll put it in and then we'll reveal what the theme is for next month on next week's episode. And please rate, review, subscribe, all of that stuff. It helps. Apparently, it helps move up in the rankings. And until
There's a
then,
bonus episode this week.
oh, there will be a bonus episode this week.
Well, the week that this is uploaded.
Right.
So I'm saying this week.
Later this week, there will be a bonus episode. It will be recorded in the future. And until then, go ahead and please out.